in Zoom chat, you all got a ring last time. This is all the things the ring does.
Whoa.
And one of you gets it.
Oh, we only got one ring.
Yeah, but it is a legendary item.
Oh yeah. That's one nice ring.
It's a nice ring.
Who cares?
What? This is so much.
It's a legendary item. You almost died getting this.
I thought I put it on my finger.
You didn't. You're gonna decide who has it, who gets
Oh,
it.
okay.
This is the one you just got from that last boss.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's a picture even.
I have ring in my items. I'll take that out.
Yeah, you all can discuss it, I guess, now. We can
also
have
have a
this
glass
discussion
eye.
as part of before y'all left or whatever. Glass eye.
Yeah, I don't remember why.
I imagine somebody casts identify on it, right? Somebody's got to identify.
Sure.
Spencer, you got to identify.
Yeah, maybe. Sorry, I was reading the thing.
That's all right.
A lot of text. I know.
Yeah, that's,
I have identify. I'll cast identify on it. I'll do
Cast
it.
identify. You're all still resting. It's the ice caves. Oh my god.
Before I pull the ripcord and just get out of there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So this is a ice ring. I guess.
I say this ring goes to Bubs.
You think this is a Bubs ring? Right?
It's got a lot
Bubsy?
of flair to it.
I don't know.
You get a lot of things, Bubsy.
You almost died, Bubs.
You did almost die because of me.
Not your fault, man. It's okay.
It's kind of my fault.
No,
A little
I would
bit.
die 100 times.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I'm gonna
man.
be straight with you, Bubsy. I wouldn't.
That's fair.
Okay.
I'm okay with our relationship being lopsided.
Wait, yeah. Don't think of it as lopsided. More that I'm a coward.
That's totally fine.
Okay. I still
Um,
love you to pieces. I swear.
me too.
All right.
Man, I love all of you guys to pieces.
Yeah.
I
So it's a lot of ice. You want it?
mean, okay.
I think Bubs should get it since Bubs almost died.
Bubs would probably be pretty good. I think that Zolotol, I think he and Cray were carrying us a lot. They were doing some big swings there at the end. Yes, you in that first chamber, you were holding up your end of the bargain for sure.
I did some stuff.
You did some stuff, and unfortunately, none of these things say seduction of hags. Is the thing?
Got the eye for that.
Yeah. So if it had a power of hag seduction, I think it would have gone to you. But anyway.
What does this ring do? It shoots a bunch of ice and stuff?
Oh, so many ices crushed.
I feel like you can make it part of your showman thing. You're like, oh, watch me do this, and then this.
Hey, that's a really good impression of me.
Yeah.
You've got several types of waves, several types of bolts,
I see the beams.
several
Yeah.
types of shards and eruptions.
So a bunch of ice beams and bolts and stuff.
Yeah, you got a spear. You could do a spear.
Okay.
Do take special note of the very first paragraph, however.
Oh.
This ring must be attuned to the owner before use. The ring freezes part of the owner's soul,
Oh, snap.
allowing it to be found anywhere. The closer the owner is to it, the warmer they will get. If the ring is ever broken or destroyed, the owner's soul will freeze entirely and can only be cured by a curse removal spell. This ring has 10 charges And
That
regain
is
one
so
energy
cool.
where it can cast the following spells. I think, honestly, and he's not piping up right now, but maybe this goes to our man, Shadow. Maybe. He's got a frozen soul. Cray's got a pretty frozen soul already.
Yeah. Doesn't need
There
to be
is
any
no
more
soul.
frozen.
Yeah, I don't think any of us would mind a little bit of a cursed soul. It's just,
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just a little bit of a cursed soul. It's not your whole soul.
I'm pretty down with the cursed soul myself. But I'm new to the party. You know, I don't want to bogart any big items.
Well, I think what this battle has taught me is that I need a really good set of armor. So
I
maybe-
also need armor.
me too. Do you want to go shopping for armor? Maybe we do that. I don't know.
Out of character, Spencer, can barbarians wear armor?
yes, they get less benefit, but what's your con score, Emily? It's probably pretty low based on your armor class.
Mm,
Well, armor class is
Con or Dex?
Con. Barbarians get con to their armor class if they're not wearing armor, which is why they usually don't.
oh, my constitution is 2
Plus
with a
2.
plus 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you might consider picking up some medium armor. Oh, hey, wait. There's the armor that I got from the last floor. You should probably take that.
Oh, but that's yours.
I
He
I
can
think we
make
have enough
himself
money
some
to
armor.
get special made
no.
armor.
Bubs,
Yeah, there's that.
my armor's magic, just like I do that. That's what I do for my spare time, you know. I just magic up some armor. It's what I
The
do.
best defense is a good offense, and I think that's Zolotol's thing.
So maybe you take the ring and I trade you for the armor?
Oh wow. Oh,
I
that's a
I
big
mean, I already got plenty of magic. If like one of our less magically inclined people want to take the magic ring, I don't know.
the whole fucking magic thing.
I like Shadow taking it.
Shadow
think
probably
Shadow.
needs more magic.
I think Shadow. I
Yeah.
think this is Shadow's business.
Ooh, this fight also told me I need non-magic items.
What?
Right.
Because I was running out of spell.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Anyway,
Um,
bye.
So we let's, yeah.
Emily, I went ahead and posted the armor that I got. You can go ahead and say that you have it on your character sheet now.
Oh.
Beautiful. I'm gonna give Shadow this link
Oh,
instead
maybe
of
that's
trying
what
to
happens
post
and when we
all
have
of
our
it.
when we had our moment at the end,
Yeah.
the Lotto and Bubs.
There you go.
That's we can retcon that that's when he was like, you should take my armor.
Aww.
Heck yeah. So I guess I would, before we like actually proper get going, I want to give him until like 8, I think.
Okay.
But skipping ahead, you're basically all going to be thinking of ways to sort of become more powerful. So give that a thought.
Training montage. Bam, 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 bam.
I want to
Maybe.
hunt a dragon turtle. I want to hunt a dragon turtle. I want to hunt a dragon turtle.
Zolotl wants to cobble together a dragon turtle from dragon parts and turtle parts.
It sounds like your interests align.
How do we
Um,
become more powerful?
You gotta think of ways to think about. Obtaining magic items is a good way. Fighting big beasties like a dragon turtle.
Well, I don't just want to fight them. I want to like eat its heart and absorb its power in some way.
Charlotte looked at me because just on Wednesday they fought a dragon turtle. And they won. There's 3 of them.
Fucking dragon turtle.
It didn't directly attack them very much. They are challenge rating 17 dragon turtles. I digress. Very tough.
Lots of fun for everyone.
Yeah,
Lots of
so
fun.
kind of like like fighting things is one thing to gain experience, but like my imagining of the situation is that you all are going to be impatient about this. And you need these get rich quick schemes, sort of a mode, and you don't have to, but that's kind of how I feel like your characters are going to behave. In a general sense, no.
No.
And you all are evil, so you don't have to worry about the normal restraints of just getting stronger the old-fashioned way. You can steal. You can.
Yeah.
Zolato's going to become an arms dealer selling to the Fantasy Kingdom.
Oh.
That's his goal. Yeah, he's going to be like super soldier steroids kind of deal.
Hey, yeah.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That is
say,
good.
Can Florence get in on that? She makes things.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
What do you want to make?
Collab.
Well, she can help make the steroids.
Oh, yeah.
You could be
I practice medicine.
French too.
Kind of my thing.
What about
Yeah,
French?
alright.
What?
Medicine.
No, Spencer said something about being French.
Oh, you can handle the distribution branches and shit.
Branch.
Branches.
Oh, distribution branch.
It's Fantasy France. No.
Oh, that's going to be in one of my games now. Fantasy French.
You already kind of have that with the turtle woman.
Oh, yeah. Genevieve is from Fantasy France, y'all. Coq la Vert.
Very good.
Oui, oui,
Very
oui. I solve mysteries, you all. Here I am. It's me. I'm back.
We having a crossover episode where Genevieve helps
right.
the evil campaign.
Ooh, if she catches us.
I understand that there is a murder. I think one of you did it. I'm pretty sure.
We all did.
You're all very evil.
Case
I can tell.
closed.
My perception is like crazy go nuts. It's really high. I
Oh,
can tell.
I know what the twist is this time. You all did
You
independent, separate murders.
What a twist. Oh, I gotta practice my Genevieve again. I gotta practice my Captain Zendros. I gotta practice. Who else do you talk to? John Australia.
Nicholas Bones, baby.
Nicholas Bones.
But back to the whole like power up thing. If anyone has any ideas, please let me know.
Hey, there's Maddie.
I have no idea.
All right.
What
So just think about it, because now we're gonna
The
get into
general
it.
thinking.
Yeah. We can put a finer point on it as we go on.
The little birdhouse.
Everybody, jazz hands. Everybody, jazz hands. Everybody. Oh, it's gonna be worth it.
Any second now.
Connecting. Connecting.
Oh,
Hey!
Hell yeah.
How's it going, y'all?
good. Hi,
Beautiful.
Maddie.
Sorry I took so long.
Oh, that's
Hey,
all right.
Maddie, you got a ring.
I got a ring?
You got to vary. Everyone decided you get this ring. I would suggest putting this link in your inventory rather than trying to copy and paste the entirety of the text.
What link would that be, my friend?
in Zoom.
In Zoom? Gotcha. Checkaroo.
It's a lot. Does a lot of things.
Do you have a hat
boy.
on? You should hang on to your hat, Maddie.
Oh, boy. God damn it. Already terrified.
Yeah, you
Alright.
should be.
That shadow turned out pretty good.
Say what?
Oh, the art.
Shadow turned
Yeah.
out pretty good.
Yeah, good job on the shadow art.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I loved it. All right. It's not loading.
What the fuck?
Where's my mouse? I
Where's
lost my
that
mouse.
mouse?
Oh, there we go.
It's getting cheese.
Yeah, that's right.
Damn it.
Like a real-
All right, now it's loading. Okay.
I have to say, I was waiting for the right time for this, but I think if I keep
There is
waiting
currently
too
no
long-
text in this page.
I've been waiting for the right time for this, but if I keep waiting, we're never gonna see it. So
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
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 Hey.
oh my goodness.
Oh. Oh,
Hell
shit.
yeah.
That is incredible.
Oh, I love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Ooh, it's even got a
Incredible.
little. Ooh, it's got a little. Ooh.
Matt, did you make that or did you commission it? What'd you do?
I got it off of Etsy, though I damaged it myself.
Hell yeah. That's amazing.
So
I love that.
that looks so fucking awesome, Matt. Jimmy, I clicked the link and the page is coming up empty.
Refresh it.
So is that your mask?
Yeah, it's always been like the Motley
No.
thing, and I said originally it was
I don't know.
damaged. I was worried about damaging
It
it
worked.
too much and it not.
I'm gonna
like,
put it
hitting my face,
into
so.
Salon, into Roll20. I mean, maybe try it there. Everybody else was able to look at it just now.
Okay. Continue. There we go.
There we go.
Hey.
Ring of holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
How long have you been sitting on that, Matt?
About a month.
Oh, shit, dude.
What the fuck? Why didn't you bust it out?
Yeah, why? What?
Because we've been in the dungeon. It's not like, okay, let me put on my mask. I'm in the dungeon.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Whatever. Like, show us your mask.
No, this is better. This is
Yeah,
worth
okay.
it.
All right.
Yeah, it is a perfect reveal.
Oh, great.
So yeah, copy that. I would suggest copying that link, Maddie, instead of all this text into your inventory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pull it up as needed.
You get all sorts of like ice things.
All
You
the
get,
ice
like,
spells.
All the ice things. Yeah, I will read this at a later date.
waves and
Yeah.
spikes and
Cards.
spears and
You're basically like a 15th level ice wizard now.
With one ring.
and also your soul gets
A
frozen.
little
Yeah,
bit of your
just
soul
a
gets
little.
frozen.
What
Your
the
your
soul's
fuck?
like
soul
a
gets
little
back.
cursed.
Only
Just
a little
cursed. Hey, who here wouldn't sacrifice a little bit of curse to be some sort of elemental deity, right? Am I right?
I mean, what is a soul even worth nowadays?
Yeah, it's not worth much. I mean,
Hey everyone,
yeah.
give me a con save.
Oh fuck.
Oh fuck! What's going on? Yeah, do we even start?
We're starting.
A little bit.
Waited for me. Oh.
Yeah.
a little.
We talked about this and a few things.
A big 17 from the basher.
Con save.
Yeah.
Oh, con
All right, new
save.
dice.
Uh-oh.
First official roll with the new dice.
Hey, even better.
It's the same. It's the same.
Oh, look at that die.
It's pretty.
That looks nice.
Oh, I need dice
Here
too.
we go.
I always forget to get them.
Oh shit. That's not good. I got Constitution save.
Yeah.
9.
If Shadow dies, I call the ring.
No. No.
Dibs on the
No.
ring.
Who are
Bubs,
missing?
you're a sweet boy, but I
Correct.
do get dibs on the ring.
Fair.
All right,
Make a con save to save my life.
Basher.
Yeah.
You
I got a 19.
have a headache. You open
Wow.
your eyes,
Oh.
and you are and you
my
are
wee little head.
you
Oh.
are you're looking at an unfamiliar ceiling, and as you sort of look around, you see you are lying down on a very militaristic, bare bones sort of a cot.
I'm having a hard time getting up because I'm on my back.
That's right. Yeah, you're a turtle. And as you sort of try and wriggle on that shell, you fall on the ground a little bit, and you see that everybody else, the whole party, is sort of sleeping on similar cots.
Okay, so we're not dead.
No, you're
Great.
fine.
Everybody's
As you fall to the ground, you sort of like grab your stomach in remembering, Basher. And you still feel a little queasy, but you're gonna be all right. And shortly after this, everybody sort of in con save order wakes up. Not shortly after Basher does. And you are all in this large sort of stone room. You can see light coming through the window. And it doesn't appear like there are any guards or anything. There's just you're just sort of in this strange room with a single wooden door leading out. You're all in various states of groggy. You all are feeling sick to your stomach, but not nearly as bad as when you first arrived. To be clear, every time when you all I role played it for Bubs, but when each of you came up, you felt deathly sick to your stomach and fell down and passed out as a result.
Yeah.
What do you all do?
Hey, everyone. Hey, wake up.
Oh God, I haven't felt this bad in years. Oh God.
And you're a seasoned veteran of feeling awful, I'd imagine.
Oh, I haven't not been hungover in a long time. Yeah.
Where the fuck are we? Shadow, where are we?
I am very much still out. I'm pretty sure I rolled the lowest.
You're all up now, though.
Okay.
You're all up. It's fine.
I have absolutely no
Florence
idea.
just keeps laying on the floor.
Give me a moment to catch my bearings. And I will. Can I make like a perception check? Like, do I recognize? Is anything recognizable here?
Yeah, give me a perception check. Yeah.
Okay, perception. That's no 19 plus.
Yeah, with whatever the plus is, you kind of you infer based on kind of the tone of the room that you are probably just topside in the base in Nova Excalos somewhere. Without leaving the room, you can't tell too much more, but it feels like similar to the other room you were in, just kind of the stone and that sort of thing.
It was a 24 for the record.
Yeah.
I will kind of just shake myself and say, well, from what I can gather, it looks like we're up in the top side again, Nova Excalos. Looks like something happened to us when we came out. What do you all remember? All I remember is a flash and dizzy and sick and pain, and then nothing.
That's what I remember. I opened the door, Jimmy.
Yeah, you excuse me, that leads into another room.
Hello.
And you actually recognize this room as the briefing room you guys were all hanging out in, or you were all briefed in, I should say, by the sort of the woman in charge, Mavo Halam. And you actually see her.
Where are you?
Sitting right at a desk.
I'm going to say Florence is taking a drag like it was the best experience of her life.
Excuse me, lady.
She says, you're up.
Yeah. Could we have some water or something? We all feel...
Of course. And she sort of leads you off to, she gestures to another room. So, like, basically, the sort of layout of the room is like, it's a big... sort of almost like a big L, big fat L. You're coming out of a section here. There's like a mess hall kind of a situation right next to it, like a small little area. And there is water and some sort of dried salted meats and stuff like that, and bread.
Hey, everyone, there's refreshments in here. They got a whole spread, a smorgasbord.
I'll walk
I do
over.
a perception check to make sure the food's okay.
Sure. How are you perceiving it?
Like my knowledge of poisons, I guess.
Give me a medicine check then. How about?
I'm already eating it.
Okay.
Damn it.
So you, she says as you go in, just take it easy.
No.
Oh no, this is just what I needed. Oh, please, sweet water.
Oh yeah, carbs.
You hear Zolotl say as he pours something in his water glass.
Okay. Yeah.
Something.
Florence, it seems fine.
She eats some berries.
From like your head.
Oh yeah, are we healed now? Are we like fully healed?
Yeah. You feel like shit, but
Long rest.
You've gotten a long rest. You feel it in your bones that you've gotten a long rest.
Holy shit! I was at 18 hit points.
Well, I imagine there's some like fruit on the table, right?
It's mostly sort of dried. I said breads, but more like sort of crackers, and this is all sort of military fare. So there's salted meats and there's crackers, and there's not a lot of like fruit right here for you all.
Yeah, she doesn't eat anything.
Tastes like home.
So I will kind of walk over to the woman. I forget her name. What's her name?
Mavo
Halam.
Halam. Yeah.
Halam with an M or an N?
M. M is in Mary.
All right. So I'll walk over and, well, Miss Salon, we seem to have gotten through about 2 levels. Was it?
Yeah, 2 levels.
Additionally, do you have any allergies? Your coworker didn't seem to know.
What? You talking about the guy who brought you here?
Yeah.
She looks at she sort of ignores Florence's question, and looks at you, Shadow, and says, "That is Captain Halam. Thank you." And I forgot your question now, though. What did you ask her?
I didn't really ask her. I didn't really get the chance to ask her anything.
It was
What
two
did
levels.
you say?
We got
floors.
through the
I
second
got through
level.
2 levels,
Oh.
and what the fuck?
And she says,
The question is, what the fuck?
she says that is correct. We that goes with the amount of powered cores we extracted from you.
What happened when we arrived? We seem to have been taken out of commission by something.
Yes, this is a side effect of the pit.
Insight check.
Yeah.
I want to know. I want to know if it's really a side effect of the pit or if it's a side effect of the shit she gave us to get out, so they can get our stuff when we're knocked
Yeah,
out.
I also wanna.
By the way, yeah, sorry. Retconning a little bit. Before I got up, I checked myself to make sure I had everything on my person. Am I missing anything?
The only thing you're missing are the 2 power cores. Everybody else has everything that.
Okay.
you
Yeah.
had.
Okay. I knew that. All right. So I'm
Roll a
sorry.
15
Insight
on
check to see if
insight.
she is lying.
Okay.
Rolling my grog for insight. That's gonna work out.
Your grog
Oh,
dog.
geez. Out of the tray. It doesn't count. Okay. 19.
Yeah, she doesn't sound like she's lying. And from what she hasn't really so far seemed like she's lied to you at any point.
She hasn't had reason to.
Perhaps sort of lies of omission, because she didn't mention this to you beforehand.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
I'm really starting to Shadow is internally kicking himself for not doing what I think it was what Spencer was saying last time, for not taking the time to check the shit out before we left. I'm really
What do you
kicking
mean
myself.
you extracted power from us?
The demon hearts. The demon hearts.
Did we get?
She had told
We got
you. She had
two-
told you. So just as a recap, she had told you all could take anything you find in there except for these demon hearts, and that is what we are keeping, the sort of whatever the government here. And there was some talk at the beginning of you trying to perhaps sneak away with these things, but since you all passed out, they've taken them from you.
Did
that
they
was
take
the
the brains
agreement.
too?
Just the cores.
What about the eye?
Just the cores. So yeah, she's sort of like she's kind of like working on some stuff, and she's giving you like half of her attention, Shadow.
Right. So, really, I'd like to know what's next for my team, if you don't mind, Captain.
Of course. Is that something you need me for? How do you mean? She says.
Are we expected to go back in, or are we allowed to go as we please?
So she sort of finishes writing whatever she's
What
writing.
are our rights here exactly?
Yeah. So she finishes writing what she's doing and closes her little folder. And now she kind of is. She clasps her hands in front of you.
I'm gonna very subtly and very kind of not nonchalantly just rest my hands on my belt, one on my belt and one on my dagger, one on my rapier.
Sure.
Can I have perception check to see what she was writing?
Where are you?
I've sort of like stealthily moved around the room.
I'm gonna just say no.
Snuck up behind her, invisible.
Okay, I stabbed myself with invisibility.
What?
Just in front of her,
Just in front of me. She knows you're here.
poof, gone.
Okay, fine. Can I like act like I'm not like walk up to the table?
How about
and
you're
act
just
like I'm
standing
not
next to me and you try to read it upside down?
Fine.
All right, give me a perception check. It's gonna be a pretty high check, though.
Oh my god.
It's too upside down, and
It's way too upside down.
it's too upside down.
Way
for
too
you,
upside
really.
down.
It looks complicated.
If it was less upside down, maybe.
You get the
She has
sense.
like a really loopy handwriting.
Yeah. She
Could
did
really be
just
anything.
finish signing off on whatever this was. You get this sense with the 15. You get the sense that it's something to do with the base. You don't think it's anything important for you specifically. So she closes that. She clasps her hands, and she's now giving you her full attention, Shadow and everybody.
Goddamn time.
And she says, "It's not every day that a group comes back at all, but gets to level 2 on their first try. So this is you have impressed us here.
Oh, very good. Glad we
you are-
impressed you.
I'm so
You-
glad. Oh boy.
So glad that we impressed you.
Bubs has been just chugging like a 2-liter equivalent of water this whole time, and he puts that pitcher down and is like, "Did we win?"
I really, really like the image of just Buzz being this ripped up dude, but having a literal child's face.
Yeah, babies.
She looks at you, Bubsy, and says, 'cause that's what your name says. And she says, "Well, you did not lose, and that is the important thing. That is
That's
more
not
important."
the same as winning.
Ha!
Well,
Did we win?
Not yet, Bubsy.
nobody has reached the bottom.
Oh, dang it.
No one.
How far have people gotten? Just out of curiosity, I suppose.
The farthest a group has gotten was to the 5th level, and only one adventurer of the 6 returned to tell the tale.
Wow.
Maddie said that, not Shadow.
Fuck.
Fuck me.
Just all accent disappears.
So
Florence
what?
looks at Cray annoyed. Like, that could have been me.
Oh yes, with all 2 of your spells left.
What's up,
Was it even
Spencer?
that many?
So what do you want from? Do you just want us to keep going until we get to the bottom? Is that why you brought us here, or like?
I will remind you, I did not bring you here.
Okay,
We got in here.
Yeah.
is that
We
why you,
literally forced an audition.
is that why you acquiesced to letting us come in here and kind of like doing the thing that we wanted to do?
That is correct. This is sort of an opt-in thing. You are putting your literal lives on the line for gain, for personal gain.
So maybe that means that we get one of the hearts next time.
I do not think so. No.
You know, I've been sort of walking around. I've been looking around in my during my time here in the fortress, and I have to say, as a chief member of the Intelligence Society of Astrax, I can recommend there are several places in your defense systems that may be, shall we say, lacking. I must say it was quite easy for me and my team to find ways in here, and there are certain holes in your defenses that I would be happy to, my team and I would be happy to look over for you and maybe suggest some healthy changes. Keep this place safe.
Consultants. We could be your security consultants.
Of sorts, or at least I have some recommendations.
And she sort of gives a very small smile at this.
I am actually trying. I will hopefully that little speech that I was making was 60 seconds. Because I have an ability called Words of Terror. If I speak to, oh wait, hold on a second. Yeah. Okay. So if I speak to a humanoid alone for at least 1 minute, I can attempt to seed paranoia and fear into its mind. At the end of the conversation, the target makes and succeed in a wisdom save against my spell DC, or the target is frightened in this way for 1 hour or until it is attacked. Yada yada yada.
No, I want to. So the very first part of that says that you're talking to them alone. How is that sort of specifically?
That's all it says. If you speak to one humanoid alone, so I guess that's up to you whether it's just me talking or
I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with the ability. It sounds like
I have to be one-on-one.
If you're like one-on-one with this person, you can fuck
all
him
right,
up real bad.
In that case, I will ask for a private meeting. I will say, listen, there are some concerns that I have, and I would greatly appreciate a one-on-one of sorts.
Maddie, what is your sort of ultimate goal here, I guess?
My ultimate goal is to try to get some of my own agents in here to see if I can. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I mentioned this to the group of whole, but Shadow's main goal now is to stage a coup of Astrax and take control of Astrax itself, with maybe a figurehead in charge. But I also want to now include Nova Exalos in that coup. So I want to basically try to get my own agents in here, and over time, like either my own agents or like just kind of turn people to my side so that
evil shit.
Evil shit. Yeah. When I turn when my coup is initiated, I'll have men and women on the inside here.
Hell yeah. So I love that. I do love to see it. However, she is going to decline a one-on-one right now.
Oh, not right now, of course not. But soon, definitely soon. These are dangerous times we live in.
I know this all too well. And she sort of gestures. If you remember, she's kind of scarred up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I nod and of course.
Florence writes down notes about her scars.
Good.
Oh, fuck, dude.
So she kind of says, we may talk later, Shadow. But as for your rights here in Nova Excalos, you have proven yourselves to be worthy. You have what does she say? She basically says like you are welcome to attempt the hole as often as you like. However, I will offer this caveat to you. Another thing I have not mentioned: anybody that has attempted to re-enter the pit before 3 months' time has immediately expired. Something about the nauseating process did not end well for them. 3 months is the careful amount of time if you want to have a healthy. So if you are going and progressing 4 times a year, a calendar year, is sort of the maximum you may attempt. So she kind of leaves you with that, and then she kind of says, I guess she also says, so what I would suggest to you, you all, the 6 of you, got to level 2. Now, if you want to, and she looks at you, Bubs, if you want to win the pit, you are going to need to find strength in other places. And perhaps you will, yeah, just put another bicep on top. Yeah.
Transplant biceps.
Do I find it here? Is it in here?
You will find.
How many muscles can you graft onto a body, Florence?
How many muscles can I what?
Basher asks in a very serious American accent.
You add muscles to Bubs is what James asking.
If we killed a bodybuilder and then harvested its muscles, would you be able to give my muscles muscles?
Please tell me Basher is actually saying this in canon, because I'm really growing to appreciate his evilness.
I can do this.
Florence,
I can do this.
How
Yeah.
possible is it to insert muscles into my muscles? So I've got muscles inside muscles.
The reanimation of dead tissue is every scientist's favorite.
Yeah.
I'm sure
sport.
Craig can assist with that in some
I
way.
think if we kill a dragon turtle, I want its muscles inserted inside my body.
All right, now
I
dragon
would
turtle
love
is a little
to
high.
do that procedure on your body.
Great, wonderful. I appreciate it.
Right.
Let's give me a history check,
Who?
Florence.
Ooh,
History check.
history.
What do we have
Not
here?
medicine?
Not medicine. You don't know what I'm asking you to roll for yet.
It's a
History.
secret.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so you actually this sort of reminds you, Florence, that in your time in Pruna, having sort of lived there for a while, and especially during the time in the war, you know that there is precedent for something like this. You know that there is a race of people called the Soul Stitched, and they are just zombie people, basically. They're Frankenstein zombie people. So that exists. You've never seen that mixed with living people.
I want to do it.
But you don't think it's impossible, but it will be weird science.
Yes! Let's get weird. Let's.
I think we just found Florence's like ultimate goal.
Yeah!
Living soul stitched.
Zombie army.
Yeah, I'm into
They're
it.
not zombies. They're different than zombies. They're like sentient.
Cognizant
Yeah.
people.
They're Franken people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Evil stuff.
Intelligent zombie army.
Evil stuff.
All right.
So
So
there
in
is
that
that.
case,
So she's just watching you all have these conversations. She's
well
kind
then,
of just sitting there,
sorry,
hands
we
clasped.
get distracted very easily. We our group is called ADHD.
Of course.
Well then, in that case, I will leave you my card, and I will kind of like sleight of hand a card into my hand. And,
She nods very sort of. She gestures to put it on the table.
yes, I have a mirror that you can contact me in my at our base, and we can discuss some changes to this place. Until then, we will gather strength, I suppose.
Yeah.
I look forward to it.
Strength,
Alright.
right, Bobsy? Right, Bobs?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Strength.
Horses, we have a long ride ahead of us. Or-
You probably were brought here with horses.
Okay.
I don't remember specifically. You probably had a ride here.
All right. So yeah, we will gather our horses, and in my I guess like during the time that we're getting ready to leave and leaving, can I like kind of start chit chatting with the personnel, to see what the general vibe is?
Sure. Give me we'll just say a persuasion check, because I guess the ultimate goal of you is trying to persuade people to tell you some information. Yeah.
Oh,
On the sly.
Fucking lootly.
Yeah.
Nah.
Can I poison Maven's food?
What?
I don't know why you want to kill her.
Why do you want to kill
There's
her?
no reason.
I like killing people. It's what I
Not
do.
her. She's important.
Fine.
I
God,
think you
your
might
fun is
ruin
so
your
wrong.
chances of getting back in here if you did something like that.
Your fun is wrong in this only sense. The only time your fun is wrong.
So many people
Murder
you
hobo.
could kill.
Murder hobo. Sorry. Persuasion.
Murder hobo.
It's a term in D&D for people who kill for no reason.
Aww.
My people.
Not the reaction I
They have
expected.
no home. They just go around killing NPCs.
They've got a bindle of fists.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Motherfucker,
no
I just
apparent
rolled a
reason. It's for
natural-
enjoyment.
I just rolled a natural 20.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
I just rolled
So
a
what do
natural
you-
20, and
What do you
my
want to know?
my persuasion is plus 12, so 32.
Beautiful. What are you looking to learn?
I'm just looking to see what the general vibe is. How committed are they to secrecy, privacy? Their leaders, are they just getting paid? If they got paid more, if they got paid more, would they answer to someone else? I'm just basically seeing what the commitment level is of the personnel, of the general personnel here.
I think the vibe that you get from the people that you're able to talk to is that this is for them a pretty cush situation. They don't have to fight. They kind of just it's like a night watchman job, but they're getting paid very well because it's a super secret thing. So you get the sense that it's not like a loyalty thing. It's kind of more of a self-preservation, or not a self-preservation, but just a self-serving thing. For the workers here, as far as their opinion on the higher ups, of which, just to be clear, Mavo Halam is not in charge. She's not the top brass, but she's getting up there.
Can I find out something about the top brass? Who is the top brass exactly?
They don't really know. These people, it's sort of on a need to know basis, and these workers don't need to know. They do sort of tell you sometimes people show up here in large groups. You get the sense that is for secrecy, just to kind of confuse the issue, sort of a thing.
Well, I'm gonna make that my job to figure that out.
And then I think with a crit, you can, if there's more stuff you want to ask, go for it.
Sorry, I just saw the message.
Probably allergic to poison and bullets.
That's what she was thinking. She's like, well, you'll be allergic to this, bitch.
I don't know why, but that just reminds me. I'm gonna kill you with the power of friendship and this gun I found. It's basically, all right. Well then, no, I don't have any other specific questions. Well, now I have a mission. Definitely, my first mission is to find out who the higher ups are, so I can get to them outside of this place.
Sounds good. Cool. And then anything else anybody else wants to do before we leave?
Yeah, I punch her in the face.
Great.
I like punching. I punch
Is your fist poisoned?
No.
Is she allergic to this?
Maybe.
You wanted to kill her because she originally ignored Florence and she was annoyed by
She
that.
was rude. You're a Hannibal Lecter type. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I feel like Florence is really the only just violently evil person in this campaign. Everyone else is just a low simmering evil. Hers is a roiling flame.
Yeah. No, there's nothing I want to do.
Okay. So the sort of the rest of this session is gonna be kind of a little bit loosey-goosey in that because this is the last one we're doing for probably a while, and this will kind of set the stage for, again, if we come back to this in the future, what the tone of things is going to be, and kind of what you all this is effectively the things you want to be accomplishing in this long period of downtime, as it were. So big deal stuff. So I think at first, I think probably first order of business is that you all head back to home base on atop the mountain. I forgot the name of the mountain, but I won't forget it in just one moment, because the name of that mountain is in fact Fadance Peak. 8 hours up Fadance Peak, at the near the base of the capital, Bloomwood, in the Asterix Fidelity.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's all of the words.
All the words.
Yeah, so you get back, you're sort of briefed. I forgot also to mention, as you left, not that this had a large impact, but when you were down in the pit, time moved at a sixth of the time, or sorry, 6 times faster. Wait, you went down there for about 8 hours. And when you came back, 2 days had passed, and you were informed of this.
I hate that kind of shit. I hate that. It's so confusing. Does time move faster in there or slower?
Happy
in there?
fun ball, baby.
Happy fun ball.
Happy fun ball.
It's a ball of fun.
Well,
fun ball.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. That's a Critical Role thing. You wouldn't get.
You'll get it when you
Okay,
finish
don't
campaign
worry
2.
about it. Don't worry about it. It's
Did I
a Critical
finish
Role.
it? Is it over?
They're talking about it like it's
Yeah, they're
wrapping up.
ramping. They're ramping down season 2.
It's about. I mean, they're a million episodes in, right?
115.
That
Or
seems like a
120
fine
something?
place to end it.
120. They ended it at 115 of the last campaign,
Yeah, there's a precedent.
but they had
set.
gotten all the way to level 20 at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. One
All
of
right.
these days. I haven't been keeping up. I'll be honest. They're very long, and you have to pay attention. Anyways,
Pay attention.
yeah. So you get back, and again, your sort of orders of business are to figure out in the fastest way possible how to obtain power. You have acquired 2 legendary items in your time down in the pit.
Wait, hold on. Was one of those items the ring?
So that ring's a legendary item. You guys are level 9. You have legendary
You got
items.
2 legendary items, and I got one of them.
That's right.
Oh, you guys!
Bubs now has the other one.
You guys, thank you.
Hell
I needed more attacks. Thanks.
yeah.
Genuinely.
So that sort of
good.
stuff will help, but it's not going to be enough. Like I think in a general sense, like getting more legendary items or powerful items, and just gaining regular strength in the long run, stuff like that, will make the difference for you in this. So I think additionally something that does happen is when you get back, Momo.
What number was she?
I forget.
I think it was like 24, 26.
Yeah, maybe 20. Okay, let me see. Mask. I have all this. I haven't been updating this at all. 21. She's 21. I have all this mapped out. I haven't been updating it for all the games. I'm gonna be honest, but it's been a while. It's been a long time since I've updated anything. But
It's all good.
the important stuff is laid in. Yeah. So she sort of informs you of a few updates in the time since you left and since you've returned. It's probably been a good 2 weeks since you set out and returned with Monobu, the rabbit man, who brought you there. And basically she lets you know of a couple things that are worth noting. After you sort of you exchange information, like you let her know like kind of what went on. And she says to all of you, you're all hanging out. So there, if you are looking for powerful magic items, I may suggest the lords and ladies of Elbium. Generally speaking, each house holds an item of great power. If we were to infiltrate, it perhaps would be risky in a general sense to do this. But I have a very sort of a juicy piece of international news.
Oh?
It appears the royal princess has gone missing.
Oh,
public.
yeah.
How public is this?
Not at all.
No one knows yet.
Not the general public.
Of course.
Wait, which
Okay.
princess?
The princess of Elbium, Lady Lorana Bailister.
That's neither of the princesses we know, right?
Correct. From Pruna and also from this place.
Gotcha. Okay. And
This
the
is
other one wasn't
extra.
really
This
a
is extra
princess.
exciting for Dane.
Why?
No reason.
Alternate
Oh, she know, does he,
timelines.
oh, you know this character from another campaign or something.
No.
So, Lady Lorana?
That is correct.
Right.
She has gone missing, and our international spies indicate that the capital is in turmoil.
And
Ooh.
do they have any leads?
None. They have 0 leads. There are no leads. Leads are dried up.
How the fuck do you know?
He made her go missing.
No,
Basher, did you do this?
Basher definitely didn't do it. But
No, Momo says, this is we have all of our intel has not gotten any word on where the princess might be. It does not appear. The word is that she was kidnapped, but our intel does not.
Mhm.
It doesn't nothing. It does not quite add up.
Why do we
Oh.
care about a missing princess, though?
Because, as Momo just said, the houses of Elbium, am I correct? The houses of Elbium
Yes.
each have a magical item in their possession, a very powerful legendary magical item each. If
Well, we could just
were
steal those.
If we were to ingratiate ourselves to the family, it would be easier to get in and steal those, or maybe we could just have them gifted.
yeah, smash and grab.
But what I was thinking is, if we find the princess, we can get in there a lot easier, and then maybe Florence, you could go on a bit of a rampage. Why not just take
Go
out all
killing.
the houses? Why not just get them all together and then take them all out?
Yeah,
See,
just
that
go
sounds
kill him.
better, honestly.
You just
Let's get-
wade right in, right? You just wade right in and take them all out.
Exactly. It's been a while since we had a nice, good old slaughter. What do you say? Let's save the princess and then take her somewhere far worse.
Yes.
I'll just
All right. Well then, I will turn to Momo and I'll say, all right, Momo, number 21. Sorry, I don't say her name. All right, 21.
Yes.
Let me ask
Sir.
you something. What do you think our next step should be? And this is very much, I'm very much giving the impression that this is a test.
What do you want her to say?
Huh? I want her.
I don't understand.
This is so
Make
meta.
a perception check, Jimmy.
There's so many
Oh.
layers
Perception check,
going on.
Jimmy.
Basically, I'm trying to. I have every intention of. I've been trying to kind of groom her as my successor at this sense. Like she's already my number 2, and I want to like get a sense of like how far she's come, whether or not she's ready to take on more responsibility, and whether or not she's ready to lead and make kind of leadership decisions. So I'm not really looking for a right answer. I'm looking for a confident one.
All right. So what she tells you is this then. She says, well, if it were up to me, I don't know why this isn't her accent. If it were up to me, there have been again, based on our intel, our international intel
Mhm.
of the country of Elbium, there are a few a few ringtones in the there are a few, shall we say, weak points, places with a few pieces that are already on they're already Humpty Dumpty, as it were, and we just
Shifted
need
out of
to
place.
push them in the right direction. One such, so according to us, if the princess is missing, it very likely has something to do with the, and I'm gonna move the map over to the map because we're getting all geopolitical now. Oh god. So in the bottom here, where it's already circled in pink, down here, she says, in a few months' time, the princess and the second born of Palmer Keep were to be wed, creating a very powerful royal alliance between the keepers of the southern border and the royal family. With the princess missing, if she remains missing, I very much would assume this would cause great tension. Truck. Sorry, I just saw that.
I've renamed Spencer probably 8 times this game.
Very good. And then she says, so that would be perhaps one needling point to try and sow chaos. The second and more likely to succeed scenario is that all the way on the western border lies the large city of Dines, as you well know, sir. She says to you, Shadow. Of course, you know this. And the lord there, Duke Staldor Threebow, is a very he commands the largest. You all just have a sense. Being in intel, I'll just sort of give you a quick rundown. There are, I believe, 9 houses in Elbium. There's House Bailister, which is the kingdom, the king, and
You point these places out.
yeah. So this is Bailister is here. That's the kingdom right here.
They got a
Here
real
again.
bastard of a prince, though. I'll tell you that.
They do. And then House Threebow is over here, and these are the two. So this is Threebow here, and then the Palmers sort of command a very large army.
Okay,
So the Palmers.
My question though is, if 3 bows over there, where's 1 bow and 2 bow?
There's a tuba bow. So you take a tuba and you launch it.
Jimmy, you're gone. You can't make tuba jokes. Get out of here.
It's my fault. I did it. So those are the 3 important houses, because Threebow over here sort of commands like the whole kind of the western kind of area. The royal family kind of commands the general sense and also the country, right? But they're sort of regional. What's the word? The regional forces kind of command in this area. And the Palmers are important because they deal with the bottom. So like wild monsters come up through there, and they are the only line of defense from keeping them into just the country. So it's very close to like a Game of Thrones sort of thing, except less shitty. But it is a wide expanse. It is days of travel. They have 5 towers set up and a stronghold.
How much incest comparably to Game of Thrones?
0 so far. It's D&D, baby. It's role play. I don't know. But
I don't want there to be, so none.
Please none. Please keep it at none. I'm begging you.
And then on top of those, we're not going to go through all of them, but there are so hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 houses. There are 8 houses. So there's 5 more houses that sort of command a much smaller area that are kind of just in the middle here.
But do they each have an item?
Yeah. So the lords and ladies where they live, depending on which one you're talking about, they all have at least one important thing, and these are sort of ancient. The idea is that they're sort of ancient pieces of power, passed down from blah blah blah, that whole thing, right? So you don't know about what they might be, but in it's sort of like, it's almost a legendary thing, but that's almost sort of like
the 9 pieces of the 8 pieces of the Elbium power structure. Yeah,
and that's like what sort of is keeping people like in royalty. That's kind of like the idea of it.
It's like a symbol of power.
Yeah, so she kind of tells you basically that over here, where Duke Threebow lives, he commands the sort of second largest regional military. Provincial army is the word I want, the provincial army. And so she says to you, our sources, are very reliable sources, have indicated that Duke Threebow is extremely unhappy with the king, hold on, King Bailister, King Dredgton Bailister. It is no secret, sir, that the exiled son, the ex-prince, badly damaged, and the blah, blah, blah. Let me start this sentence over. She badly damaged their only daughter, Shy Threebo, and she is now covered in burn scars. There is a great, ever-growing divide between the Western and Eastern forces, and I feel with a very, very small amount of prodding, you may be able to start a civil war.
Ooh,
Nothing like
Love
a good
that.
civil war, huh?
Not bad
Yeah,
at all.
that's a-
And in
That's
the
fun.
so, I am first of all 21. I'm very impressed.
Thank you, sir.
You have been taking to your teachings very well, and since I've been gone, I trust nothing has run amok around here. Everything seems to be in order.
Everything is fine. The campers are camping and high. Jesus.
Well, then here is what's going to happen next. Team Zero and I are going to be spending the next 3 or so months gathering power and working on this mission in Elbium. During that time, the general day-to-day workings and processes of Mask are falling to you.
She sort of nods and gives this small bow, not really showing any emotion, right?
As she's trained.
And she says, "Of course, sir."
Bubs claps for her and is like, "Congratulations!"
She tries not to react.
You are now, as you were before, of course, the highest power below Team Zero. But now, even when Team Zero is present, you have the high power around here. I will not have time to be dealing with all of Mask's smaller operations. But, of course, I need to be kept in the loop.
Of course.
But I trust you, 21, and I don't trust many people. I think all of them are in this room.
You trust me, really?
Getting there, Basha, getting there.
Lawrence gets uncomfortable.
I expect great things from you. Very
Of course,
great
sir.
and terrible things. You are excused. And have my permission to celebrate as needed.
As you wish, sir. And she she walks off very
Bows out.
yeah.
She seemed pleased?
Those nice little fireworks
I know her. I know her very well. I've trained
Yeah,
her.
give me an insight check.
Please. That is in 20. Oh, yeah, 20.
Yeah. She's pretty stoked, but
Sweet.
she's keeping it. You trained her well.
Good. Good ship. Good ship. Good ship. All right. So, 8 pieces of Elbium. 8 pieces of power.
And
let
a
me just
civil war.
count real quick to make sure I'm not goofing. 2, 3, 4.
Here is what I propose. First, step 1, we need to find out which pieces go where. Second, we start prodding those pieces into place for that civil war. And finally, we find out where the princess is. We bring her back. We have all of them gathered in one place.
And then we kill them.
And then civil war sparks off of that. And in the turmoil, we walk away with all 8 pieces.
Damn. And I just wanted to kill a dragon turtle. Well,
Oh, Basher, don't worry. You're getting into far deeper schemes
I
here.
guess so.
Oh yeah, Basher, you don't know this, but we are very good at both kidnapping princesses and also returning princesses.
It's somehow how we got our start.
We're really
Actually, how we got our start.
So,
Team Zero's first mission together. Save a
Was the-
fucking princess. She wasn't even a princess. She was a...
was the princess not in the right castle then? Is that...
Well, there was one real princess and then one kind of princess. I don't know. It got confusing.
The real princess wasn't even the target. We literally just
Uh-huh.
picked her up for the shits and giggles.
Uh-huh.
You also,
I
for what
picked
it's,
her up for shits and giggles.
Ah.
That's
You-
true.
you guys also just as a point, Momo would not have known this just at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
You do have you can try and contact Princess Bella should
But
you
We've got our
wish.
beads.
You got
She
your
didn't-
beads. And she's in
Huh?
Pruna, but if you're just looking for more power or any sort of anything,
Ooh, she might have some sway, some pull for some legendary
No,
items.
what if she tries to get in the way, guys? She's not evil.
she loves you all though.
But she loves us.
She loves us.
Oh,
And we're dealing
an
with a
uncomfortable
foreign
thing.
agent.
Enemy of my enemy is my friend and all that good stuff. So, all right, we'll reach out to her. But I'm excited about this Elbium thing. You guys are like, I'm really gonna say, like, you guys see like a glint in Shadow's eye. Like he is really living for this. This is him in his element.
Yeah,
Shadow, you feel the mockery.
I'm really creeped out, but really excited.
If we're done with that meeting, I at some point I'd like to talk to Florence alone, if that's possible.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
Do
I mean,
That's
are you
gonna
done?
be so
I guess
hard
are
to
you done
do.
with the meeting?
She never
Oh.
closes a door. That's gonna be really hard.
Go, I have research to do. I need to set things in motion.
Okay, well she's taking a bath.
That's all right. I don't care. I close the door behind me.
I don't think Florence cares either, honestly.
Basher's turtle. He's probably into baths. Seems his jam.
I'm a turtle. I like water. Anyway, excuse me, Florence. I was hoping to talk to you about something.
What is it?
You were growing weird berries out your head in the dungeon, yeah?
All doctors who are accomplished can alter their body to
Yeah.
improve.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Do you have anything that could make me not look like what I look like?
Like a turtle?
Yeah, well, a turtle, but yes, essentially.
But of course.
'Cause,
What do you want to look like?
anything else besides it doesn't have to be permanent, just, for a while, like a couple hours, I guess.
Yes, this can be arranged.
All right. If you could work on that for me, I'll guess I'm in your debt or whatever, but, if you need me to punch something, I can
mean,
do it.
couldn't I just cast disguise on him?
I'd prefer it to be in like a syringe that I could employ somewhere else. Like you wouldn't come with me to do it.
Yeah. Jimmy, am I allowed to do that?
For story purposes, sure.
Hell yeah!
You can spend a long time making a syringe that he can figure
She
out.
does this with the water, so it flicks on his nose, and she's like, "It can be arranged."
Oh, thank you, I guess. All right. You want me to keep the door open then?
There is no door to the
There
bathroom.
is no door. The way, Dane, to remind, I don't know if you ever knew this, and to remind everybody else, the way that so Florence has the little tower,
I love this so much.
right? And at the top of the tower is the here we go, is the aviary where where the birds live, and people have to get up there constantly. And on the way up to the tower is Florence's washroom, with there's just no doors.
Just
it's
imagine a big
up.
hot tub in the middle of the room. It's built in the floor. It's kind of got some moss growing, which is concerning. But
It's literally a one room, full floor bathroom, and then the room above it is her bedroom.
Do you mind if I take a bath in here sometime?
Of course, it's for everybody.
All right.
It's literally it looks like a big swampy bathtub.
This seems like right my speed, actually. This is made for me It feels like I don't know.
I love the idea that Florence's bathroom is for everyone, literally anyone who needs to use it, but everyone is just so terrified that no one goes near it.
I'm not terrified.
And Florence is just like, where the fuck is everyone? I don't know why.
So
Put in a nice place.
can I join you now then if it's for everyone and it's big enough?
She like rolls her eyes and like unpacks another cigarette. Like, what is this?
All right. And yeah, I'll join you for that. But after the bath, I want to talk to Momo 42 also.
Florence is
21.
actually gonna
21.
seek out
21.
Zolotl.
Whatever. Huh?
Florence is gonna seek out Zolotl.
All right, you guys go ahead and do that.
Do it.
Okay.
You
Where is
find
Zolotl gonna be?
you find Zolotl in his workshop, working on a really long chain of fucking decanters and reboilers and whatnot.
Okay, so she walks in with a towel wrapped around her. She like just got out of the bath and she's like, I need to go find this guy, but didn't get bothered to get dressed, just wearing a towel. And she's like, so here's the thing, I need you to make my coat way more indestructible.
Sorry, what? Your doctor coat, right?
Yeah, I need better armor, and I was wondering if you knew anything about that.
Oof. Better at just, not tearing or like.
More like I get hit a lot.
What do you want as the
Yeah.
what do you want what mechanically do you want from him?
Like, just for it to be insulated in a way where she takes less damage.
Do you want a higher AC or do you want more hit points?
Higher AC?
So what kind of armor can you use, Florence? It should show in your proficiencies, I hope. If we did it right, then it should, but I'm not positive.
Knowing her sheet.
Well, I think I set it up, so I don't know if I put that in necessarily.
Light armor?
Okay. So yeah. So that means, let me see.
My armor class is 13. It needs to be higher.
Oh God, I think. Yeah, I want the same thing.
You're a spellcaster. They don't get good AC. That's kind of.
Yeah.
What is your dex, Florence? What's your dex bonus?
3.
Okay, so that's +2 or +1? That's only +1, right?
A 3 is plus.
It's +1.
It's a
I think.
16.
Wait. What?
My dexterity is a 16 and it has a 3 above it.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 13 just now. So yeah, if you get you can just normally you can get studded leather armor, which is 12 plus your dex. So I'd put your AC at 15 just normally. I don't know what kind of armor you have right now.
Nothing.
Well, you have some light armor on. What is your AC? You said 13?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you just want to spend hardly any money, you can just get regular good armor, but we're going to put that aside for this because you want even better armor than that.
Yeah, I want.
But how do you want
armor.
the alchemist to help you with that, I guess?
I don't know. I just thought maybe he'd know.
So,
Okay.
okay. Well, first off, here are a couple of options. One, you could start wearing armor underneath your doctor's robes. That's an option. I don't know. It might cramp your style. Totally understand that. Loving the vibe, by the way.
Murderously evil or
Little column A, little column B. I meant it's a clean look. I'm not. Hey, the look's important, right?
Yeah.
And then beyond that, I
What if my coat damaged people when they touched it?
Ooh.
I can't do that one. I don't think. I know there are a few magic things that. There are some magic things that do that. I think
I'm gonna say Zalato, you with your your hometown knowledge or whatever that was.
I'm also just poking Spencer's brain because he seems to know stuff.
You
can do that out of game too.
You've
Yeah.
got a few you know
Yeah,
you know a
role
few
play, baby, role play.
enchanters that you can hook Florence up with, and that's probably the way.
You could talk to my buddy Tim the Enchanter.
Is it short for Timothy? No. It's
There
not.
are some who call me Tim.
Spencer, what is let's
How much damage do you want, Tim?
hey guys, let's have a tiny flash forward. You've set up the meeting with Tim. Tim's here. Spencer, what does Tim look like though?
Tim looks like John Cleese.
Still wearing her towel, by the way.
He looks like a slightly younger.
This is
John
maybe a
Cleese
new
with
day,
horn.
Florence.
I know, but she just got out of the bath
Okay, sure.
again.
Okay.
She is still in just the back.
I'm gonna say that
Wait,
Zaladdle
can we
did
have
tell
the
you.
meeting in the bath?
No, we're
Oh, he
He's
left.
gone.
He
go
left.
out of the farm for this. We're in a
Yeah, you
town.
have to meet him. You have to meet him.
Yeah.
Fine.
So you've brought your
Does he have a
lab
bath?
coat. Maybe. You brought your lab coat. It's John Cleese. You have to walk real silly to get inside his house. It's the law. You go in and he's looking really John Cleesey. And
Okay, so what she does is she takes off all her clothes and she's like, make these better.
and he says, "Nice to meet you. It's I, Tim." And he just sort of also looks at you and says, "I say, what would you ask of me?"
So it's like a black dress, right? She's like, make this insulated and then make this cause damage if people touch it. And she hands him the coat.
So sorry, Tim. Here, translate a little bit. So I have a couple ideas of how to spruce this up, but I think that I can put the hardware in, but the magic shit, like she's got to give it that spark, and I can't do that for her. Could you help me?
Florence is touched.
Of course. I can see what I can do. This will take, very surprisingly, just under 3 months to accomplish. Wow.
What?
Very convenient. One sec. So I can put one enchantment in this thing, and I will, young lady, I would have you decide, in this time. One.
Well, I could just get the dress to be light armor insulated, and then the coat can be another story.
Of course.
Ooh, enchant.
Well, to make the dress, that'll cost 45 gold, and I can just do it. It's gonna be great. I hope you only plan on wearing the one dress. Let's see.
And then Jim, I was thinking, like saying that she can cast stone skin or bark skin or something.
Yeah.
I have stone skin.
There you go.
How about this? Because you also, so he
I
says,
didn't need Tim this whole time.
well, if you want, you can add that. I mean, this is fine because you can add stuff on. So he says to you, I can add a couple of things. If you would like, I can add a sort of a psychic rebuttal upon impact.
Make it do shock damage to anyone who touches it.
This would only be a one-time use per day, sort of a thing. But it would pack a punch, to be sure.
And you'd be able to choose when it happened.
That's right. As a reaction.
A bird flies overhead and says, "You'd be able to choose when it happened."
And that would be, as the kids say, pretty dope.
It was the metagaming pigeon.
I can give you a shield enchantment. That is also a reaction. where once per long rest, you can cast. As a reaction, you can use the shield spell, which gives you +5 AC when you're about to get hit. So if you don't want to take that, you can boost up your AC by 5. I'm pretty sure that's what the shield spell does.
Yeah.
But
Kyle
only
casts
for one.
it all
But
the
it
time.
only lasts for one hit.
Yeah, it lasts for the
Or
round.
no, 1 round.
What kind of
sorry.
armor is this?
You're adding enchantment. You're adding magic to your armor. You're giving it you're baking in a spell, like a single spell into your armor.
And it's a
You
free
could
spell.
you could also potentially couldn't she also just bake in a +1 to like
No?
make it
That would
like
also work.
a +1 or a +2 just to make it better all around? But it would be
I
way
think-
more expensive.
What sort of coin are you working with there, young lady? It's me, John Cleese. Let us not forget.
John Cleese, yeah.
I'm John
That
Cleese. I
makes
don't really remember what he sounds like. I'm just sort of going for it.
We still have
got
to
it.
split up the 10K from the.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys handled money.
Right now, I have about 5,000 gold.
That's a lot of money.
Ow.
I have 2,000.
I
don't
have
spend money.
300.
I too have 5,000 before the 10,000 from the.
What? Where did everyone get this?
You used up all your gold on the earrings.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Basher
I
says to
want
you,
bought
a
everyone's
coat.
new stuff.
Going- I want a coat that is going to take damage, not just once, but every time.
All right.
5,000 gold. What can you do?
That's a +2 coat.
yeah,
Yeah.
for 5, if you would like to spend all of your money, I can make this mechanically +2.
Alternatively, something that I've been considering is the Cloak of Displacement, which is a rare.
It's the
item.
God.
worst.
God, the displacer cloak.
What's wrong with it?
Basically, Florence, with +2 studded leather armor, your AC would go up to 17.
He was going to offer me that just regularly for 45.
No, that was
No,
15.
no.
That would have been 15.
That would have been 15. I'm turning your regular
15,000?
thing into effectively light studded armor.
So for 45, you can get a 15 AC. For 5,000, you can get a 17 AC.
How does that
Because
add
enchantment.
up?
Because enchantment. Because
Because
it's
now it's
it's-
magic also.
basically you aren't able to use like super heavy armor. You can't like have full plate mail on, but you can use. But because just that's what your class is. Your class allows you to use light armor to keep you able to move around.
Spells.
That'll only give you up to 15 though. If you get it enchanted to add a +2, it'll get you up to 17, and you can still have that movement.
Okay. Thank you. That
Sure.
makes more sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah, but that enchantment, the enchanting process takes it takes time, it takes resources, and it takes a lot of skill and power. So that will cost a lot more. That's
You're
why it
paying this guy
costs
3
$5,000.
months to
Yeah.
do a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, do it.
All right, and I will need to keep it in that time. I hope you have a spare, he says.
No.
All right, nude it is.
Underwear.
Florence just walks around in her underwear for 3 months.
You know, for real though, I didn't assume that you did, Florence.
Yeah.
To be
I know,
honest.
right? And I was like, well, maybe she's got like a sexy black thong, you know?
That's it.
Like your first idea was to show up in a towel, so I'm like, there's not underwear under there.
I was thinking, no, she probably wears like a thong.
It's like she's in a towel. She takes the towel away, full like strapless bra and like underwear underneath. It's like I just do this.
You'll be surprised to know Florence is never nude. That's the thing.
You don't think she is, you dirty mind.
Okay, so yeah, that's all your muns, Florence. And he's gonna make this just real good for you.
I mean, it won't be all my muns because we haven't split up that. Thank you.
Oh,
now you
thank
have that much money.
Yay,
666. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Basher, what did you now want to do?
I wanted to talk to 24,
21.
21. Where do I find her?
She's milling about the farm. She's inside. She's in one of the underground corridors, we'll say.
Excuse me, Agent 21.
Yes, sir.
I have a request of you.
Of course.
And you can't tell anyone. We all keep secrets from each other here, right?
She says, of course.
And I don't want you telling Shadow either, even though he's your boss or whatever.
Of course, she says.
Insight check.
Good shit.
11, big 11. Ooh, double digits. 1-1.
You think she's telling the truth?
All right. You got a kind face.
Thank
I
you,
need
sir.
you to track down some people.
Of course. I
My
will need
wife
their
and
names.
kids. My wife and kids. You got to track them down.
We are, of course, already aware of where your wife and children are, sir.
I need you to tell me.
Dane, I want to know what your game plan is right now.
I'm gonna go fucking creep and spy on them, make sure they're okay. They're doing okay.
Okay, I don't have where they are in my brain,
evil!
but what?
I'm
So
very,
it's so evil.
very evil. So evil.
We'll say, you know what? We'll just decide. We'll just decide.
Florence, it's not that Billy the Basher is evil. It's that he's a broken person and he doesn't have any care for his own life, and he'll do anything for power at this point.
We'll say that they
including evil things.
More power he has, the easier it is to keep his wife and kids safe.
That's right.
We'll say, Dane, way up top, above kind of the forest. Oops. Right here, there is a town. And they have moved here to Laquina. Lequina, I guess. There's no U.
Is there a Queen Latina? I mean,
a Queen Latina?
Yeah.
I think that's probably J-Lo, right? If I had to guess.
I was trying to do a Queen Latifah joke, but I forgot the
know.
name of the town. Anyway, go ahead.
Laquita.
So she tells you
Laquita.
she tells you that they have moved there to try and escape anyone who might know who they are.
Like
Yeah.
you.
Like me. Yeah, you hate me. Thank you, Florence. Oh, what? Florence, what are you doing here?
It's the earring. It's the earring.
It's the earring.
Oh shit.
Mute. All right. Do you know if they're all right?
Our sources say there is no reason to be concerned.
I'll gotta check it out. I'm gonna go check it out. If anyone asks, I'm going on a bender or whatever, but tell them that I'm going to get drunk. But yeah. All right, bye. And then I turn around and leave.
Of course, sir. Shadow, you were notified immediately.
Yeah, I figured. I was hoping so. Yeah. So, Basher, as you leave, I'm taking a bit over DM. Basher, as you leave, like you're going through like a path in the woods or something, and Shadow's just kind of like standing behind a tree, just waiting for you to pass. Just. Basher.
I do not see you.
Yeah, I will catch your attention. I will catch your attention as you pass by. Where are you going, Basher?
Ah, fuck! What? Holy shit, Shadow! You're a black cat at night. You can't do that to a guy.
Where are you going?
I'm going to get drunk. I'm going on a bender. Excuse me while I make a deception check. Beat a 10, motherfucker.
Insight. Yeah.
I mean, like, for sure, you just know.
I know, but like,
So
I
at
don't
the
know.
very least, you get advantage.
I still got a 13, so I still didn't.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get drunk. I need to get away from here. You guys are too nice to me.
All the way in
Time.
Lakita.
And I hate it. What?
All the way in Lakita.
I'm not. What's that? Is there a queen there?
It's an awful long way to get drunk, and an awful close proximity to weakness.
Did 24 or 31 or whatever her name is, did she?
Of course she did.
God damn it.
Basher,
What?
these people are your weakness.
I know.
No,
I know
you're all my weakness. I'll do what I want. Fuck off. I'm going. He just stares at you.
If you leave and come back, there is a chance that they could be in danger. Just having you close by.
I take out a bright green syringe that Florence gave me, and I'm like,
son of a bitch.
and I'm like, no, I don't think so. And I put it away. See you around, Shadow.
See you when you get back.
Meh. And then I take a swig of my flask and I leave for a while.
I send out information to, or I send out a hawk to my agents in that area to let them know to keep an eye on Basher and make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
Sure.
Jimmy, I took 3 demon hearts. You said you only took 2.
You should have they're only from the boss. Any hearts you had are different.
Where's the little
Yeah, we're
belly
talking about
guys
the
you
boss
collected from?
monster. It's like
Can I study
horrors.
those to see what's going on with the regular hearts? With the other
Sure,
ones?
let's let Dane get through his
Sorry.
stuff though.
No, I'm done. I'm good.
That's it?
I leave.
Well, what happens then?
Oh,
What do you do after that? Where are you going?
What do you like?
want to do this? Yeah, I walk to.
This is it. This is what we're doing, baby.
I walk to the La Quinta Inn.
It's not an inn. It's a city that's like
Oh.
that's like half.
Is it?
La Quinta is a city that
No,
is
La Quinta
good-
Inn is a series of hotels.
Oh. Okay. So
La Quina. Dane was making a joke.
I
got it.
Funny. Yeah. Okay. I show up, and I go to the local tavern.
Are you as
That
yourself?
tavern is called the La Quinta Inn.
Yeah. Okay. I am at that point. I am myself. Florence, how long will that disguise last for me? Rather, how long did you say it would last for me?
We'll say 2 hours.
2 hours? Okay, potent.
It says 2 hours on the tube, and it
Yeah.
says side effects may include.
2 hours. Impotence. 2 hours.
Impotence for 2 years.
You also
Noah.
you also have at least 2 agents trailing you, but I don't know if you know that.
Oh, definitely not. My passive wisdom is my passive perception's 10.
You're probably drunk.
Yeah. So I use my.
So to set the scene a little bit, Dane, this town is almost entirely other turtles and Frogarth, frog
okay.
people. So you honestly fit right in, except for the fact that you look so fucking haggard. You know what I mean? Like you
So
got runes on your shell. You sort of stick out, but it's all turtles, so you don't stick out for that reason.
So I'm gonna use this trait, street smart, to kind of get in with the town and find out like where the farming is, because I'd imagine they're probably like in a farm or something.
So this is a port town, so there's not so much of like that. So much as a lot of fishing in this town.
Oh, okay. So maybe like my kid Thorn is gonna be like working the docks or something.
Yeah. So you spend your first day here
Carousing,
schmoozing it up, boozing it up, making fast friends with people,
punch me in the face,
ending friendships with people very quickly as well. Getting a lot of information, bar hopping. You're doing the whole 9 yards.
The Basher thing.
The Basher thing.
Yeah.
And then you find out where. So how old are your kids again? Approximately.
I'd say I left them when they were like 5 or 6, and I've probably been gone for like 8 years. So they're in their like early teens. At this point.
They're in their D&D working ages. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So you what I think is so Thorn's the boy.
Yeah.
I forget their names. What's the girl?
Thorn and Poppy.
Okay, of course.
And I think my wife's name is River.
That tracks.
Yeah.
So you're specifically looking for your son first.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I guess before we even do that, have you now taken this thing or the
If
the
I
potion,
get
or?
a location of all three of them, or find out where they like live at home, then yeah. So if I can do the tour in 2 hours, then I do that.
I think how it goes is that you don't find the location of where they live, but through the grapevine you find the information on a thorn, on a poppy, and your wife's name I forget.
River,
yes. So yeah, Thorn, as you say, works at the docks. He's become a strapping young lad. Very, very, very. He's taken all the years of lifting heavy fish nets.
he's strong. That's good.
He's gotten strong.
Not like me.
Poppy has gotten a job as a seamstress. She's like a seamstress apprentice. So she is.
You're adhering to gender stereotypes. I like that.
That's right.
good.
Yeah,
That's
that is right.
You should have had her working the pole or something because he left her behind.
She's a turtle stripper, but she can never take off her shell.
Jesus!
It's
Unless
like a very classy burlesque. Just like
Yeah.
little.
That's what I call a turtle tassel.
Guy's just furiously jacking it too. This is the turtle.
No, I don't want turtle porn.
You know it exists somewhere.
Rule 34.
And then you find out that your and this sort of surprises you, Basher, because you'd never known your ex-wife to be interested in
We never
baking.
got divorced. They just left. Estranged wife. Please.
Estranged
DM.
wife.
He
Has
probably found someone else.
gotten into
Shut up,
baking.
Florence. You shut your stupid mouth, Florence.
And works, not owns, but works
Hmm.
at a bakery,
Oh.
baking things.
With her wife. I'm just kidding.
She's gay now. No, I don't know. So you find out those three things.
Hmm.
You know where they all work, basically. And if you hoofed it, you could. I don't know what the actual plan is, but if you hoofed it, you could probably speak to all of them briefly in
Okay,
2 hours.
I stick the sickly green serum into my arm in a dark alleyway. And Florence, what do I look like?
Yeah, what do you look like? What does he look like, Florence?
A human man. Because
Oh
he didn't
no!
specify.
Oh no!
What kind of human man? What do I look like?
Tall, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Handsome or
Aryan.
no?
Great.
Real handsome because
Alright.
it's Florence.
Yeah, Dane, you look like Fabio when
Oh.
you take this thing. I'm just gonna say that you look like a Fabio. You're very ripped, long blonde hair,
Yeah.
and there's a white T-shirt that's very tight on your body.
My
He's not gonna
agents,
get a T-shirt.
Yeah.
my
Fantasy
agents have instructions to stop him if he tries to contact them.
So where do you do this, Basher?
in an alleyway near the docks.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll, and Shadow, why don't you roll?
I was gonna say perception.
Perception.
Big 7, baby. Big
I'll
7.
I'll tell you what I roll on the die. You can tell me what to add to it.
There's a flash of green
Yeah,
light
yeah,
and
yeah.
fucking transforming dust comes out of the side of the.
So I rolled a 7 on the die.
Whoa!
Oh, that's gotta beat it. So, I'm gonna say actually, Basher, though, go ahead and do it with advantage because you are literally polymorphed.
Oh, okay.
It does make sense.
Okay,
To
but
me.
come on. A turtle walks in, a human walks out.
I don't walk out. I walk in there, do it, and then go the other end of the
Continue.
Shit.
alley.
Forgot you're smart.
But you definitely don't have a shirt.
But what's the second stealth roll?
It's not a spell for a
I
shirt.
guess it's a 15.
Yeah,
No, I'm sorry.
15.
Yeah. So yeah, with that, your guys are trailing him, Shadow, and then they lose him, and they are as upset about it as you are. because they are worried
Oh,
about.
they're gonna be way more upset about it when I hear about it.
Ooh.
So yeah, what is the
You hear
plan, Basher?
Craig cackling in the distance.
I'm gonna kind of
Well, it's needed new
watch whatever he's
recipes.
doing for about 5 minutes, and then the temptation gets the better of me, and I approach him as he's like unloading fish.
Yeah, I mean he's like talking with the other dock workers. He's like lifting. I think when you approach him, he is lifting a large crate, probably full of fish, and transporting it somewhere. He puts it down. You are standing there next to him, a human man in this Tortle and Frogarth city.
Excuse me. Yeah. I was wondering if you do freelance work, perhaps. I have a ship that needs to be unloaded. I look like Fabio. I'm doing
looks
German.
like. Okay.
German?
I don't know.
I thought is
Maybe
Fabio not
Flemish?
just like American?
No, he's from somewhere.
Fabio's not an American name. So he sort of looks up at you in a bit of surprise because you're taller than him for sure at this point. And he says, "Oh, sure thing, mister.
I don't want to get you in trouble with the union or something.
I could show you to my boss's office.
No,
Maybe
no,
he
no,
can
no.
help you."
No, I was just inquiring about your availability. Do you like your job, young man?
He sort of looks around a little nervously. He's like, yeah. No, it's great.
Yeah?
All the fish you can eat.
You're
Yum yum.
doing well for yourself then.
Yes, sir. And he's sort of like now looking around like, is this a test? Am I being pranked? Like,
Don't be nervous, son. No, everything is fine. I just you seem bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. You seem like a real go-getter. I'm happy to see this. This is good.
Thanks. I got more fish to carry.
Yeah. You go carry the fish.
I'm gonna carry the fish,
Okay.
sir.
I would be in contact with your boss.
Okay, I hope it goes well for you.
I love you. Okay, goodbye.
What was that?
Nothing.
It sort of sounded like you said I love you though.
Didn't say that. That was in German.
I don't know what that is. Okay, bye.
Language. Bye. Goodbye.
For the record, this is what Shadow wanted to avoid. not any kind of like safety on their end, just this.
All right, I make my way to the seamstress shop.
Yeah, it is a quaint little shop. You enter the place.
I'm just full of beans. I don't even look for a while. I just barge right in. I would like to commission a T-shirt made for my glistening pecs.
There is your daughter, Poppy, aged whatever 6+ years, 8+ years, and she's sitting behind the counter and she is sewing up something.
You are doing
a tunic, a leather tunic.
You're doing this by hand. That is impressive.
Oh, yes. Hello. She sort of looks you up and down like, oh, a traveler.
Yes, I'm a traveler.
And she says, oh, okay, well, no, it's not. Look at the shadow.
Incest is starting.
No.
Do it.
She says it's not every day you see a human here.
Yeah, I am from out of town. This sewing skill, did you learn this from your family, from your mother, your father, perhaps?
No. I picked it up on the job.
You are smart. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, sir. And she's sort of like now getting wary of the compliments.
Please do not be alarmed. I am just naturally inquisitive.
Of course. So a T-shirt then?
Yeah. One T-shirt, please.
Certainly. What sort of fabric would you like it?
Whatever you have on hand. You can make your best judgment. I trust your professional opinion.
Okay, we're gonna go with wool. She
Not
says.
wouldn't be my first choice, but
You-
anyway.
well, you just
Yeah,
said.
no, I understand. I understand.
I just want more experience sewing wool. You see.
I flip her a gold and say, "I would be back tomorrow. I love you. Goodbye." And then I
What was that?
turn
She says as you're
around
leaving.
and leave.
Okay.
And then I go to the bakery. And I go to the window first to look inside.
Yeah,
Making out with her new wife.
Shut the fuck up, Florence. I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, so there is there is so you see her in through the window. How stealthily are you being? Just by the way, I guess give me a stealth roll to tell me the answer to that.
This time I'm definitely going to be stealthy. Oh,
Sorta.
Mm, 10.
So you're a human man. You stand the fuck out. And you're sort of looking through the window. She doesn't catch you at first. She will catch you, but as the scene as described is you see her and she's like pulling a loaf of bread out of an oven, and putting it on a not a drying rack, but a cooling rack. And there is another worker in there, a
So she's
Frogarth
actually
man.
baking.
Yeah.
Okay, as soon as I see that like she's working, I'm gonna go to a florist.
Okay, let me
leaving-
describe the rest of the scene. What you see
Okay.
first.
If she's involved.
But yeah, you see that there is
Frog.
another worker there, a male Frogarth man.
Okay.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
gonna go to a florist.
I go to a florist and I
Like,
buy
very
a
quickly?
single poppy and I buy a single rose.
Okay, they have it.
And then so I buy that and then I try to stealthily leave it on the counter and leave without talking to anybody.
So it's a small shop.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. I'm trying to time it so that both of their backs are turned.
Okay, give me so. Okay, so what happens is I think what happens is that you open the door, the bell rings on the
shit.
door.
Didn't check for traps.
Yeah.
And sort of what you
Oh,
see.
you know what, Jimmy? No, I'm gonna Misty step inside.
Okay, so how
I
are you
don't
going
ring the
to?
bell.
How are you going to? Okay, sure. So I think in that case, and you're just sort of taking a look to see that they're not
As
looking.
soon as I see that both of their backs are turned, I'm gonna Misty step inside, leave it, and then leave and ring the bell as I leave.
Okay. So I think how this goes is that through the glass of the front area, and as you're kind of just peeking around, it looks like both of their backs are turned.
Mm-hmm.
You misty step in. We'll say silently. And now you've got a good look at the situation. And it appears that since there are no customers in the store, they are sharing a secret smooch.
I stand.
Wait, is it a girl?
Oh, it's a Frogarth man.
I'm so insistent on this.
Sorry.
She's
cast
tired of the
Ray
men
of-
leaving him.
I cast Ray of Enfeeblement at the Frogarth.
Okay.
God, fuck.
Spell save 14, sure. Wow, I've rolled a 19.
Fuck you.
I'm sure. So there's a verbal component to that. So,
Mhm.
so they both turn around and they see a strange human man casting a spell, with some motion components.
Mhm.
Waving
they
a
both-
rose around.
Yeah. And you're in your other hand, you're holding 2 flowers. And they both sort of are shocked that anybody's in the store, and that they've gotten, like, they're shocked that they got caught kissing. They're shocked that you're in there and that you're casting a spell. And the Frogarth man sort of says, who's much shorter than her, just for what it's worth, even though turtles are also kind of short. He says, what is the meaning of this?
I drop the flower on the floor and I leave.
Okay, he kind of starts
Tears.
he kind of starts to chase after you. He's like, wait a minute.
I cast grease behind me.
He slips. He says, whoa, and he slips and he falls, and it's real embarrassing for him.
I have no idea, and I'm just Niagara Falls. I go to a tavern. I order a bottle, and then I punch the first person who's next to me, and I start a knockout, drag out fight, just bawling the entire time.
At a certain point, the news of this fight reaches the agents, and they find you, and they somehow extract you out of this fight because you are too drunk at this point.
I'm hoping to get arrested.
Okay, well, they get to you first.
Oh, good.
And they take you to a safe house, and I'm gonna say they knock you out also.
Good.
They give you a billy club.
Thank God.
And eventually they get you back to the headquarters.
As soon as I get to the headquarters, I go to whatever place you guys gave me to sleep and take as much alcohol in there as I can, and I don't leave for a week.
Okay.
No food, no water, just booze. I don't talk to anyone.
She was kissing someone else?
Fuck you, Florence.
All right, what about the rest of you that we haven't
Florence rolls her eyes at this monogamy problems.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Cray Bubs?
It's not a broken heart. It's about the monogamy.
Where are we in time? Are we
wherever you want to be?
Okay, well, let's say it's during all of that just
Sure.
transpired. Bub seeks out Cray.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you find him at the Mockery Temple.
Okay, so I traveled down from our little camp and find Cray.
You stumble into him at outside feeding the wild wolves after a fresh kill.
Beating them or feeding them?
Throwing them scraps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of people.
Hey, Cray.
Hey, Bubs.
What's
It's a
up?
long walk to make it down here. What's going on?
Nothing. What's
Just
up with
for a
you?
visit. Oh, fresh supplies, and would you like to come in?
Okay.
Oh, so
Right.
nice. It's so
What's
nice
the
to-
monastery look like inside?
It is pretty dark, with some exterior candles along the walls. It's stone, rough-hewn stone that Cray had built himself, with a small lookout tower on one side. It's got lots of tools and instruments of extracting information on the walls, and it has a large stone slab at the far end of the hall where, I don't know, the unspeakable happens.
Praying.
Yes.
Bubs kind of takes a look around and then just hops up on that table and kind of sits so his feet are dangling.
Yes, make yourself
cool in here.
comfortable.
Thanks.
Thanks. Yes. Would you like to learn about the mockery? What brings you?
Would you like to kill someone?
Maybe. I don't know. Basher's gone. Everybody's busy doing stuff. And I've just been alone with my thoughts. And then when I'm alone with my thoughts, I think about my sad thoughts and I get sad. So
you always have a place here, since you found me since I found you on the battlefield.
this is one of the two.
I can't remember.
We've saved each other a bunch of times. Hey, Cray.
Yeah.
Do you think I should grow a goatee?
Which one's that?
Just here. Or here?
Yeah.
Because we've got 3 months to prepare, so I feel like in 3 months I could do it.
That sounds pretty powerful. Yeah.
Bubs,
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you shave normally?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Smooth as
As a baby.
an
Okay.
undisturbed lake.
Cray, I'm gonna say that you probably have noticed that in your time knowing Bubs.
Like you thinking horsehair or man hair?
My own hair.
Oh, right.
I don't know. I'm sure Florence has some medicine or some kind of potion.
Are you familiar with the belt of dwarven strength?
Yes. No.
it would help with this and this.
How do I get it?
Let's talk to Shadow.
Do you want to teach me more about the mockery first?
Yes.
Yes.
How do you feel about betrayal?
Really good.
Yes. I think you have the murder down. We just need to find you someone to betray. And
I betray all of our enemies. You just
betray on
point
this.
me at a bad guy, and I'm gonna betray him.
All right. Well,
Bubs is my favorite person ever.
So good. Oh, it's so good.
all right. What next time we have new recruits in, you come down and
Okay.
we'll teach them together. We'll show
Okay.
them the mockery together.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And that'll help me get stronger, probably.
Yeah. We can talk to the mockery about that.
But yeah, tell me about this belt.
Belt of dwarven kind.
Dwarven kind. Thank you.
Belt of dwarven kind.
I actually would Shadow know about that because Maddie does.
I was thinking more sourcing it than knowing about it.
Yeah.
I was saying that the Cray already knew about it and was
I think if
Yeah, I mean,
Shadow
like, I could-
and Zalotl sort of put their heads together, within a month's time, you could suss this thing out.
Yeah. Hold on.
So, Emily, it is a belt that.
Yeah, here's the.
I was about to do the same thing.
Yeah. It's a belt
It
that
lets me grow a beard. No
Yeah.
further questions.
Yeah.
That's it.
It does other stuff too, but mostly it does the beard thing.
it
Also
will
allows you to
help
read-
with this.
You can also read and write Dwarvish.
It also ups your con by 2.
You get a lot
It's like
more.
a
Oh,
help.
sorry, that's what it was. It was con, not strength.
And then since you're not a dwarf, you also get advantage on saving throws against poison, resistance against poison damage. You get dark vision if you don't already have it. And you can speak, read, and write Dwarvish. It's a
That's
pretty
fucking
fucking
cool.
good belt, I gotta
Yeah,
say.
so would increasing, I mean, that would help.
That'd be excellent.
If you increase your Constitution, your hit points automatically goes up.
They go up by a
Oh.
lot.
That
Also,
would be
all those
good.
Constitution checks that you may or may not have been failing are
That's
a lot
true.
easier to
I
pass.
think I did.
Yeah. Plus all the other shit we're gonna get with the Albion heist. It's
Okay.
with the Albion plan. This is good. This is
Okay,
good.
Emily thinks this is a good idea then. Bubs was on board with the beard, but yeah,
Bubs was on
okay.
board 20 minutes ago.
Emily is
now
caught
on
up and feels like this probably is a good get for her character.
Yeah, so I
but
think
Bubs just wants a goatee.
I think most of the group puts their heads together. A lot of asking, a lot of
We all band
a
together
lot
to
of
help Bubs.
demanding happens, and after about a month or so into the sort of 3-month period, you have tracked one down. You've tracked somebody who owns one. It's looking like he's looking to sell for $3,000. What do you do? You haven't spoken with him
What
yet.
kind of person is he?
We'll say he's a dwarf. He's a dwarf. He's a
murder
dwarf wizard.
I was
Common.
gonna say, like, how powerful is he? Like, does he seem like he could take all of us?
Roll perception.
We murder him. Done.
Shit,
Belt is
that's
yours.
shit perception. 9.
Bubs like has the money ready, and then somebody else just murders him.
9.
Yeah, so you think you know that he made this, and it takes pretty powerful stuff to make items. You don't
I
know that he
poisoned
would survive an attack against all of you, but you're not like crazy positive that you might not lose one of y'all in the six of you or
All right. I will. Can I try to haggle him down?
Sure. So you've arranged a meeting.
Huh?
You've arranged a meeting. You're at a public place because you wouldn't have it any other way. So you're in one of the taverns in Bloomwood.
See, now this is the third one we've found, and I just don't know. The other ones seem. Now you said it was it could increase one's constitution, but I don't know.
That's right.
But it doesn't have rhinestones.
I don't know. Yes, it seems
You
to
can
be
put rhinestones on it. You're the young woman.
Florence isn't there.
Listen.
Is it just me and Shadow?
2,500.
Yeah, who's there?
All of us. We're all there to help Bubs.
Not me.
Except for
Bash is on a bender.
Sorry, Bubsy.
Florence is researching the hearts.
we're all here to help Bubs. Bubs is literally that kid that every mob boss will
Fine, Florence has got her tits out and she's like, give it to us for free.
She's
he's like,
looking at her
"Whoa."
watch like, ugh, let's go.
I
spent 6 months on this, I did, he says.
2,500.
I spent my whole life on these tits, I did.
2,500.
I don't understand what that
the tits.
means. Roll somebody, one person or two people. Roll persuasion.
I have a +12 to persuasion.
I have a lot to persuasion as well.
So do you want to roll too?
Advantage.
Oh yeah.
So each of you roll once.
We will both roll.
You guys,
That's
I
11.
have 3,000.
15.
22
22,
from
bitch.
Florence. And he's like, I'll sell it to this one for that amount.
Right, 2,500.
And he is a staring Florence. He is a
Pay the man.
lecherous old wizard.
Florence, pay the man.
Bubs gives the money to Florence.
She's like,
Puts it between your
here. And then she hands the belt to Bubsy and she's like, let's go.
And he says, it's a pleasure. Call me, he says.
Fireball.
On my
I
telephone.
won't. Haha.
And then you have this fucking sick ass belt, baby.
I put it on immediately.
Yeah, no beard right away.
You
Do I
have
get to choose the color?
no.
Are you bald also? Like all the way?
Yeah, I'm like a baby faced.
Then sure.
You should have like a little patch of hair. Just a little patch.
Yeah, just so fine, and it's wispy.
No. He's got just like, I guess like a buzz cut. He has hair.
Okay,
What color is your hair?
Hmm?
What color is your hair?
It's sandy.
So over the course of the next 2 months, the way this works is you have a 50% chance at each dawn to grow a full beard. So certainly over the next week or two or month, at some point, that's going to go your way. And you wake up.
Make a roll for it.
We're gonna just sit here and roll a coin. Yeah. So you at some point within the next week or so, you wake up and it has happened. You have a full beard.
Yes.
That is sandy colored. Yeah. So you can shave if you just want the goatee. You can shave it down.
No. On the off time, Bubs is enjoying the full beard.
All right.
He's kind of tied like a little bow on it.
And then basically if you keep this on when you're sleeping, which why wouldn't you? It just every time it succeeds, it just gets thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker.
You're getting basically a dwarven beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are going to be confused.
It is somehow
Loving
still
it.
adorable, though.
Loving it.
Little
When
baby,
Bubsy is
big
alone.
beard.
When Bubsy is alone, Florence is like, you didn't hear this from me. I love you too. And then she walks away.
Oh, that's cute.
What? Yes.
And she like
Love you
she
too.
like takes a swig back of like something really toxic and she's like, ugh, good to cleanse.
I gotta get all that love and emotion out.
I sent this to Florence privately accidentally. This is the thing. Sorry. If you didn't already look it up. I accidentally sent that just to Florence. I've just realized. So yeah, that's all the stuff it does. It does a lot of stuff.
Do I learn anything about the heart?
What are you hoping to learn?
Well, I mean, if these creatures were like in the same area, they probably evolved from the same creature. So I'd imagine their hearts would have some similar properties to what they're interested in.
Sure.
Evolution and stuff, man.
Yeah. So
Biology.
I think that's the assumption that you go by when you're researching these.
It's all
They
she
don't-
has to
And
go
they don't
off of.
follow that. They don't seem to.
What about
so
the brain and the eye then?
So what that means to you, though, what you're able to infer from this is that perhaps they don't follow evolutionary rules. Perhaps they were created by someone more powerful, and that's sort of your best guess. And same with the brains. I mean, they're brains, and you have two whole brains now. You have one whole brain with two whole halves.
They're in a vat.
Because Basher punched the other sides off of each of the brains. But these
With
are
my
just sort of
fist.
low level intelligence beast creature brains. You're able to determine sort of the same thing, like the way you've looked at brains before. These don't sort of. There's a lot of stuff that there are a lot of inconsistencies, where you don't think that they follow like evolutionary rules, like perhaps they were created, and that's kind of like the through line that you're getting.
They're in a green vat on my desk, and it's labeled Abby Normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Classic.
Hell yeah. It looks very cool. Beautiful.
So, Waddle, did you want to do anything?
Yeah. I think Zolotl he's gonna keep on with his poisoning the water hole thing.
Hell yeah.
But after going into the dungeon, he is going to go ahead and spend a lot of time with like distillation setups, trying to condense some health potions, because he was very dissatisfied with the efficacy of the ones that everyone was using. And he's going to try and set up like a way to mass produce health potions.
What about Seaborg?
Well, I mean, he can remake Seaborg in a day. Like, that's a day thing. This is like a 3-month setup thing, you know?
So what, so that sounds great. What kind of mechanically, I guess, are you looking for the end result to be? What are you trying to make?
I don't actually know if they're like greater healing potions.
There are.
Yeah, so I think, yeah, I would say it takes you, if you're just looking to make like greater healing potions, what I would say is that you are, at this point, also with this adventure, you're going to at least level up once. We don't have to deal with that now because it doesn't matter right now. But you've leveled up. You're at least level 10. I think you can set up as an artificer some sort of a as you say, a factory setup where normally one could certainly not just take 2 potions of healing and make it a potion of greater healing. You can. And you can do that, and it'll take a day. You'll have to get the regular potions. They're 50 each. But normally, I think a potion of greater healing is like 250-ish, because it's all exponential, right? So you're basically paying $100 and a day's worth of time that you don't have to spend because you can set it and forget it, making greater healing potions.
Ow!
And right now, you can't make the next level or anything. That you get the sense that that's possible, but that will take a lot longer than even a few months to figure that out. So depending on you could, in theory, I'll say that takes you a month to figure out. In theory, you have 60 days if you would like to spend as much money as you want, 100 per potion, basically.
Okay. I think he'll just say, everyone go ahead and take 3 potions of greater healing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Excellent. I love that. Spencer, just by the way.
Love that for you, Spencer.
Good for you.
So they're greater healing potions?
Yeah. The second one. So these are all the ones that are 4d4 plus 4.
We have 3 each. Sweet.
I never know how to spell potions.
Potion.
P-O-T. I always forget the T.
Po.
It is
Shun.
silent. It is kind of silent.
Fuck.
It's half silent.
Dude, I have a ring of X-ray vision I forgot about.
What?
Oh,
X-ray vision.
Where'd
I got
you
a
get
ring
that?
of X-ray vision.
Where'd you get that?
I don't know.
Oh, fun.
I also have a plague potion. 30 minutes, flies fly out the mouth if someone lies.
I do remember that.
Cool.
I remember that quite a bit. I don't remember the
What
ring of
is-
X-ray vision, but
What is Craig gonna do to like level up?
Yeah, so
Love it.
I'm gonna pose that question a little bit back to Jimmy, but there's see if that works. There's an Cray was dissatisfied with his damage output.
mm,
And so not that this is going to do a whole lot to change that, but it's right up his alley in terms of look. And the description is here. So I'd like to know if that's something reasonable to try to achieve.
hold on. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. Pa.
Oh my god.
Basically, Cray digs the scythe and sickle combo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Blades, baby.
And the damage output is it's just a little bit more, but it's magical, so I won't have the problem of half damage.
I don't think it pasted all of it. It ends with this bonus is the paragraph. This weapon is particularly lethal to
Oh,
creatures.
I'll repaste it. There you go.
Yeah.
You get
Sure. This doesn't seem broken or anything, I don't think, unless I'm missing something.
No, it doesn't seem broken
It
to
seems
me.
like it's doing a lot more damage.
It's a normal magic. Well, I mean, so
And it feels more cray.
it feels more cray. The sickle in its form is a 1d4, and then the scythe is a 2d4 normally. So it's just a +1 to those, and then it's still an action to extend it. So you then have the 1d6 extra or the 2d6 extra.
And then that doesn't increase its range or anything, does it?
Well, so the scythe is a reach weapon.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
it's a two-handed weapon, so to use it in scythe, I'd have to put away the shield.
Gotcha. Okay. That sounds great. So yeah, I think you do a little bit of praying. Honestly, yeah, I think you keep thinking you're doing like some light praying. You're not doing like the heavy duty praying, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You're just sort of like every day for a while you're like this is what I want. Right? And
I heard of this.
I think one morning you come into the main area, the big pedestal, or the big that area, and it's just there.
Do you want this to cost any of the deity points, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think go ahead and minus 40.
Okay.
It's something that's never come up, but it's cool.
It is.
wait, what is this?
It's kind of like how Shadow had points for use during the information points or whatever that he used when we were first getting together, except for this is points that I have to use in order to pray or ask for favor from my deity,
Yeah,
and I have to have enough in order to spend them.
It was his special thing that he got. Like Spencer, you got your asking about information stuff.
Spencer,
So he basically, he has a big pool. He can, at any point, he can pray to his god and ask for something, but his god gets annoyed. Like, asking costs a lot of points, just no matter what, because the god's like, okay, if you're in good favor with me, cool, but that's it for now, and then if he's in bad favor, that you add that to the roll and yada yada. So he's like, all right, but you owe me one, bud.
that was
Craig.
minus 50, you said?
40, just 40.
40.
I don't know what you're at, but
I think you started me at 125, but I gotta look again.
Okay.
I also realized I wrote down, and I don't think we did this, there was 50 gems that Dane took from the first dungeon mess hall. Are we splitting those, or are you holding on to that, Basher?
I thought it was
I have-
100 worth.
Yeah, I have 500 gold
Sorry.
points or gold
Oh, that's
of
fine.
gems. I also
Gotcha.
have 10 ice cat tusks.
I think you can have those. I mean, I've got the teeth from the demon bear. So if we want to find value and split those, that's fine. But
I'm not out of my room yet.
probably figured that out before all that happened. Splitting the money.
No.
200 gold and then 100 in gemstones, and then the big sum later.
Mm.
So I feel like that was the 500 gemstones we divided by 5.
Oh, did we already do it?
Wait, that doesn't. How many?
The
are
si-
there? No,
six.
there's 6. So that doesn't make sense.
80? Is that right?
Spencer, your math.
You are math.
No, that's Matt.
You got 2 mats. No, Spencer, seriously.
Let's get a calculator, everybody.
Well, we would.
Is the question just what's 500 divided by 6?
Yeah.
83 and a third.
Like, you could literally just ask your phone that and it would give you.
But he
I
could
don't
ask his
Use
brother
your
instead.
mind.
I don't think you even have to hit a button.
Dear
It's-
phone,
Use your mind.
what's 500 divided by 6, please? I think my phone's too old.
What'd you call it? Earphone. It's not
Does
an earphone.
Bubsy tell everybody what he has learned about the mockery?
I don't think I've learned anything yet.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you guys have been around Cray for pretty long, so anyone who showed any interest, he willingly spouts information about it.
Okay, I'm gonna say Florence read up on it a little bit, and she actually asks Cray. She's like, "So I've heard that you have to betray someone in order to become a high priest. Who'd you betray?"
I was in the military. I came up in the military. I found the mockery in the military. That colonel had it coming.
Yeah.
There was no one specific in the military.
He is my commanding officer, and it was good to me, but not good enough. It was my right into the temple.
Name was also Tim.
It was also Tim.
I don't speak his name.
Colonel Tim.
That was left in blood and gore on the field.
A perfect
Okay.
bloody writing that said Tim.
Matt, you are role playing this way too good. It's creeping me out. The amount of joy and creepiness in your voice right now.
The mask
is-
certainly helps also.
The mask helps a lot.
The mask
Yeah.
is perfect. And well, anyway, great, good job.
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
say Florence gives him a beer at this and says, "Yes, I betrayed a whole hospital of people, so I can relate to that."
You're well on your way, my dear. If you wish to pray at my monastery, you know you're always welcome.
Great. I've betrayed so many. I feel like this is good.
You already know your way around the knife. That's just
Bonus.
I've skinned quite a lot.
Oh,
Dang, weren't you gonna be like a doctor character too? And then you,
I might have been. I don't know.
I remember you saying something about skin.
Yeah. Then the
Is there
best.
anything else from anyone?
I'd say that Cray continues to feed and try to keep the local wolf pack around his monastery
Yeah, they love
vibrant
you.
and alive. And
They love you.
Yeah.
But Cray,
Yes.
what are you feeding them?
Any fresh meat that I happen to have on hand.
Oh, okay.
Not too many of it is
Nice and vague.
fallouts.
I'm gonna say after hearing Cray's story, like at least once a month, Florence goes down to the temple and spills her own blood on the what's it called? The
Altar.
Altar.
yeah, and then she
Yeah.
walks back up.
What is she trying to accomplish? I guess.
An offering?
Okay. Are
Being
you trying
favored.
to? Yeah, just in a general sense, just in case.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right.
Don't
Um,
gnomes have kinships with animals, or like get
Sure.
along with animals?
Why not?
Bubs is friends with the wolves too,
Okay.
and so he'll come down to the monastery
I
every
love-
now and then and pet the wolfies.
Yeah, I love the idea that in this instance, then like they're very they're pack animals of course, and they're very not fierce around Cray, but they kind of have a certain demeanor around Cray. But around Bubs, they're just like, I do like pets though.
Yeah, Cray feeds them like raw mystery meat. Bubs like pets them and brushes them and cuddles them.
Or to be clear, if any alpha challenges me, Cray's like right up in that wolf's face, ready to smack it down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think by this point the pack knows who the alpha is.
Bubs just kind of wanders the monastery sometimes, and he just pulls his beard like,
Hell yeah.
At the end of the about 2 weeks, Basher opens his door, and like he's real tore up. He just like deep. Ooh, getting your ring going. Nice.
Sorry.
Just deep, like circles under his eyes, completely bloodshot. They're like bright red. His clothes are torn and gross. And he's gonna march over to Florence's room, and he's gonna say, "You want to go help me kill some people?"
Oh, fucking finally. Everyone's always telling me not to kill people.
Come on. And then we're going to march to the monastery and go to Cray and say, "Do you want to help me kill some people?"
If it leads to more death.
And then that's all I'm going to say to these two. And then we're going to make our way to whatever the closest town is.
Bloomwood, the
And
capital.
Go to the closest tavern that we find.
Sure.
Whoa. Florence casts polymorph on all three.
I don't think this is not a concentration spell.
And then
That is the con.
Okay, you got to
I
one
don't-
person.
I don't care. And I don't even get drunk. I just start punching people, and the first person I punch, I just try and like punch their face into the ground, and I just start trying to kill as many people by punching them as possible.
Give me a strength check.
You guys don't get a lot of words.
What the hobo is?
You guys don't get a lot of words out of yes, but this is motivated by anything. So he's doing this for a reason. Strength 15.
Yeah, so let's say this is it's a big city, big tavern. Once you start fighting, most people sort of run away. There are a fair amount of people that stick around and are like, "Oh, what the fuck?" and start
If
fighting
they start
you.
running, I'm going to look at Cray and say, "Stop them."
If they're running out the door, that's what you mean?
Yeah, I want you to like block up the door.
I think yeah, Cray's fine with that. He'd stand in front of the door.
And now I'll tell just as an aside, I don't know that perhaps Basher would know, or Basher doesn't care either way right now, but just to sort of remind the two of you, as much as you do love killing, there is sort of an unspoken balance between the government and what y'all are doing. You both for sure have the sense that this is probably over the line. Just take that information
Well,
as you will.
Florence is she's polymorph.
What are you polymorphed as? You're also with
I'm
other people.
polymorph
For what it's
as
worth.
Frogar.
Okay. A sexy Frogarth? Big old froggy
Yeah, just
boobies?
regular Frogar.
A regularly attractive Frogarth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of 6.
No, not even regularly attractive. Just a
Like an LA
Frogar.
4.
Yeah,
A
4.
frore.
All right, so I guess with that, the way I'll play this is true to my word. This won't bring about more killing. This only will stop me from spreading our war among the others.
How many people have I killed at this point?
I'm waiting to see what everybody else says first. What they're doing.
Like there's, I think as soon as Cray sees that it's a straight, like he's not punching him out, but trying to murder people. As soon as it seems like it's crossing that threshold, I think Cray will cast Hold Person on Basher and tell him that we need to take it elsewhere.
What do I do to resist that?
Let me put it in for you. This would not be the first time I did this to you either. DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Fuck.
I
So
mean,
I think you've killed one person, Basher. I think you got that first sort of sucker punch into the skull of a man.
And I'm just like bashing his face into the ground as many times as possible.
Yeah. Double killing. The double, that's what they call the double tap.
Yeah.
And I think at that point, Cray cast the spell.
Let me
you have
go,
been
you creepy son of a
frozen.
bitch.
Florence, what are you doing?
I kind of got distracted and started eating flies.
Good. Excellent. Cool. How does the rest?
I didn't realize how effective this polymorph potion was gonna be,
You got a big old tongue. You go blip, blip.
and I just got so hungry for those juicy boys.
What a sentence.
Hey guys, I gotta call it. I gotta call it here. I gotta go.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
Okay.
Good night,
see you guys.
Good night,
Shadow.
Shadow.
Bye.
Bye.
So hungry for those juicy boys.
Is Cray strong enough to lift Basher?
Sure. See why not? He's a heavy boy, but
16 strength.
yeah.
So I think he's just gonna, pick him up. If he can get under one arm, great. Otherwise, he'll just kind of pick him up by the two arms. And I've got a minute to book him out of there.
Okay, so the scene is comical as you are carrying overhead a large turtle man who is not struggling but yelling obscenities.
I'm not yelling.
Okay, I thought you were yelling to stop for him to stop.
No, I growl that at him, but after that, I'm just silent.
All right, and Florence has stayed inside the tavern eating more flies. I think.
So many.
It's a dirty tavern, lots of flies. Stinks. It's a stinky, dirty tavern.
She probably spent the rest of the day as a frog because she became a frog.
Okay, you get an hour, I think, with polymorph, but
Oh, okay. So for an she was bloodthirsty for flies for an hour.
you ran out of flies in the tavern. You went outside and started looking for piles of poo because flies live there, and like you're just going where flies be.
standing
Yeah.
water,
Yeah.
garbage
You
heaps.
took a few mosquitoes, not as delicious, but you tried it.
Do I make it outside of the town within a minute?
Not outside the town, I'd say. It's the capital, so it's a large city.
Yeah.
You're heading back toward. I mean, you're on your way.
I'm
at the
heading
very least.
to the monastery. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you sort of lose. You lose your hold person. Basher, are you resisting?
No, if he loses the hold person on me, I'm just gonna sit down with my.
I'm still carrying you, so
He's carrying
Oh.
you. So
Put me down.
Cray will stop and slowly lower him and be like, Basher, we can find an outlet, but the innocent in this town isn't going to cause the death we need.
That's what I say. Pull a real Cray on you, Cray.
Excellent. Follow me.
All right, I follow him.
We get back to the monastery. Do we have any new recruits?
have you been focusing on that? I feel like your focus has been elsewhere. Honestly.
Yeah, but what about Momo?
My focus, well, I mean, I've been praying and I've been feeding the dogs and I've been around the monastery, but it's kind of more depends on whether that's been part of my duties in terms of the farm.
Maybe there's 3. I feel like the ratio is extremely low. I feel like 1 in 100 makes it probably out of the people that show up, and you can tell me if that feels wrong, but that's kind of my feeling on things is like you churn a lot, you churn through a lot of them.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So hold person is that? So I've got
like upside down.
I can so I turned to Basher and I'm like, we've got 3 new recruits. You can bring 3 of them down. I can bring them back up again, but they're not worth hitting after
Probably.
that. They're not worth hitting after that.
I don't say anything. I just like, yeah, I just keep my eyes low.
And I guide him into the center, I guess, training area, and call the 3 recruits. Well, I'd say I unshackle them.
Sure. Yeah, they're sort of grabbing their wrists.
You want dinner? You take down Basher.
The 3 of them
Basher
sort of
takes down you. You'll be waiting for breakfast tomorrow, and you'll be very, very sore, and you'll be in training match with me personally for the next week.
They sort of look at each other, look at Basher, and look back at you, Cray, and say, and I'll say in unison-ish, sir. And then they proceed to lose horribly to Basher, for sure.
I definitely enact this rune that gives me the rage power, but it's like a silent seething rage.
Mm-hmm.
And Craig, can you roll a perception check?
Sure.
You don't see bullshit. I'm just punching them as hard as I can.
Yeah, they think it's not crazy noticeable because they're trying to act tough, but they put up their dukes, but their dukes are no match for Basher's dukes, certainly. And extremely quickly, you take all 3 of them down, and they are. If these are kill shots, then you kill them. But otherwise,
I try and kill them.
Yeah.
And then after I kill them, I walk up to Cray and I say, "Punch me."
All right. How do I do an unarmed strike?
It's a strength roll plus. No, I think it's just your strength to hit, and then it's a 1d4 plus your strength for damage.
All right, so
I'm
Again,
gonna say
17 to hit. 19,
yeah,
baby.
that's 19 plus 3. So
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Get him.
say
You get him right
as-
in the jaw.
I'm not putting up any fight to this. Every time you punch me, I'm just
I
gonna
didn't
tell
say
you
I
to.
punched you more than once. All right, so every time I do it, you tell me to punch you.
Yeah,
again.
no, I want to get down to like 5 hit points. And then if you don't want to talk to me about it, then I leave. But I just keep saying again every time you punch me.
I'm gonna say once Florence is no longer a frog, she's like, right. And she goes back and she grabs Bubsy and she says, go talk to Basher. And then she leaves.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say as soon as I don't know if I'd let you get down to 5, but as soon as you're getting into the low teens, he's gonna stop.
You
And
mean
then
the age of my children? Is that what you mean? Like the low teens?
yeah, like the age of your children.
That's right.
That's exactly right. Where's this? I probably would cast that and allow you to heal up.
No, fuck that. Stop it. Leave it out.
How am I going to punch you again?
Do it.
You heal up, and then I'll be like, tomorrow. For now, come in and talk to me with me about the mockery or the mockery.
I don't give a shit about your god.
Well, you know where I am.
Eh. And then I leave.
Do I make it down in time to catch this, or do I see?
So the home base is 8 hours away. The Mockery monastery is at the base of the mountain.
Yeah.
Basically just right outside of town. So Florence probably just passed up the Mockery to go even see you at all, Bubs. But yeah, we'll say you can catch up with him after he gets back home.
Okay.
I go into my room.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Do you want
I
to
go,
follow
I
me
go
into my
looking
room?
for him and I knock.
I don't say anything.
Hello,
Don't say anything. The door's unlocked.
Basher.
Nothing.
I knock again.
Nothing.
Can I come in? If I can come in, say nothing. Okay, I walk.
You just see Basher like sitting on his bed with his back to the wall or on the wall. His hands are just kind of like in his lap, hands up, and he's just like looking at his hands.
Hey, buddy.
Eh.
What's going on?
No response.
Did you notice my beard?
He cocks up. He like his brow like kind of like looks up. Nah.
It's a dwarf belt.
Can you make a perception check, Bubs?
No, I can't.
Hopefully, this will be a little higher than a 8.
At least you've got someone who genuinely cares now.
That's why Florence asked Bubs to do it.
Very true. A natural 20. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess you see.
Do I perceive some stuff?
Yeah, you see he's crying. He's crying pretty hard.
Oh.
He's not like sobbing, but it's just like, yeah.
Bubs rips off one of his sleeves and hands it to him.
He doesn't take it. He doesn't take it.
Hey, dry those tears, buddy.
Why? They'll just happen again.
Oh, why are you sad?
It doesn't matter.
Well, sure it does. I'm your friend. You gotta tell your friends what makes you sad.
Bubsy, I've known you for like a week.
Yeah.
It's been like a month or two.
It's been?
It's been like a month or two.
Yeah. It might as well be a week. I don't know what you want from me, Bubsy. I ain't worth a damn. You gotta get out of here.
No, I live here.
Eh.
All right, well, I'm just gonna sit here and hang out.
Bubsy. What?
Yeah, Bash.
What have you done with your life so far?
Well, I'm kind of an internationally known folk hero. So I tour. Oh man, I haven't really told you about my backstory. Well, here it is.
So you talk about like the feats of strength and the
Yeah. But I mean, I don't really talk about it much, but you know, I used to have a family, right?
Huh?
It's in my bio. Most people know it. I don't know. In the programs of my new show, not of my old show, because in my old show I had a family. But yeah, you know, I had a wife and she died. So when she died, I went crazy and I just started murdering a bunch of people. And that's when I was like, oh, I feel so much better now that I've murdered. So sometimes that's why I murder. But anyways, I honestly don't like thinking about it. And when I think too much, then I start thinking about all the sad things, and then I miss her, and then I get sad. But now I have a new family, and these people could be your family too.
Just the slightest smile curves on the side of Basher's face. Just the slightest crack of a grin.
I perceived that.
I bet. With a natural 20, you see into my fucking soul, dude. You just.
I perceive that you're smiling slightly, so I feel like I got in through that hard shell on your back.
Bubbles. I've never called you Bubbles before.
Whoa.
Bubbles.
Yes.
I'm sure I'm just gonna let these people down too. So. Yeah,
probably. That's okay. We're all evil. You know, like we killed some people. I don't know. Cray betrayed a bunch of people, and he's like, "You should go betray a bunch of people, Bubbles." So I don't know. I feel like Cray's gonna betray us all one day. So it's fine.
Bubbles, I don't just want to hurt people. I want to hurt myself.
Yeah, I kind of got that fact.
Oh yeah, is it the double black eye and the black like bruises all over my face from Craig hitting me over and over again?
Yeah,
like
it's pretty obvious.
Wibble wobble doll that doesn't fall down.
Yeah, I turned off my brain and still I noticed that.
Yeah, you noticed my very soul.
But that's why you just gotta channel that into something meaningful. Like our
what?
murderous coup.
I couldn't give two shakes about the government.
I need that to be an inspirational quote on a poster.
Channel that into a murderous coup.
Like a murderous coup.
Honestly, Bubs, I couldn't give two shakes about the government. But I hear what you're saying. Bubs, I don't think I'm going to be drinking anymore.
That's probably a good idea.
I think it's distracted me from what I should be doing. I couldn't hear a word of what you're saying.
What do you think you should be doing?
Becoming the most powerful I could possibly be.
Yeah!
He puts out his fist for you to fist bump him. Little sparks fly out.
Does like.
Thank God someone actually is like kind of nice in this group.
I'm really evil.
You are, and it's really adorable.
Sell it.
Nice and evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bubs, can we have a fist fight every day from now on?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
But like, at least someone is kind of like Bubs because I don't think anyone would have said anything about him crying.
After the
Bubs
fist
cares.
bump, what's that?
I said Bubs cares.
Yeah. After the fist bump, he's just going to curl up, facing the wall in a
Bubs
fetal
just kind of
position.
like pats his shell.
Florence cares. I mean, she told you to go talk to him.
That's true.
Yeah.
To be clear,
She
Go-
makes big moves in her own way.
Craig cares too, but he's only going to show up by hounding Basher about the mockery for the foreseeable future.
Oh, so good.
We also
Thank
healed
God.
him to get more punches.
Nothing like an evangelist to make somebody get over their emotional trauma. Oh,
yeah, this
so
seems like
good.
a good way. Hey, Basher,
Eh.
can you grow a beard?
No.
Do you want to borrow my belt?
No, Bubsy, that's yours.
Offers on the table.
I think you need to leave now, Bubsy.
Fair enough. Bubs leaves.
Cool.
I think that's a pretty good place to end it.
There wasn't anybody had any last stuff? Okay. Yeah, that felt great.
That was really great.
This game is very fun.
I like Dungeons
Emily,
and
that was
Dragons.
really good. That was really good.
Hell yeah.
To all of you as well.
Well, cool, y'all. I think that we're probably going to play Saltmarsh and Dane's games for a very long time. But I perhaps at some point in between sessions might message you all about certain things that your characters may be doing in this campaign.
Sweet.
And we'll see how that goes.
And I will be sending everyone an email about refreshers about the Saltmarsh game.
Refreshments?
Yeah, we're gonna have hors d'oeuvres,
Snacks?
salty hors d'oeuvres,
Fish cake?
anchovy.
And if you saw, I did reshare the link.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Yeah, thanks for that, Matt.
Sweet,
Yeah.
Matt. Thank you, Matthew. But just character-wise, maybe review your character sheet. You can if you want.
I don't know.
Make any notes about where you want to be going in the future in terms of your person. If you want to even play the same person, if you guys want to mix it up and talk to me about, planes. I know. Gwendolyn, you are completely alien to the idea of playing somebody different in the middle of a campaign, but
I just really like Dimitri.
Warm up to it. But yeah, so I think you are all level 7?
Six?
6?
Simulate.
No, I think we're level 5. I don't think we've leveled up in that campaign.
We did once, right when we got back.
Yeah, not since I've been there, really.
Okay, let's go up a level then. Everybody, if you want to level up your character, let's do that.
You're going to have to send that out in an email, Dane.
That's fair. I'll send that email.
What's going to happen is you're going to
emails.
send that email, and then we're going to spend the beginning of the session leveling up.
That's fair.
I'm going to just tell you.
I feel like I think next Friday's kind of going to be another session 0 where we're just kind of like getting back into the marsh.
There's a pretty decent stuff not going to be available next week.
Okay.
So
Well, on the off chance that you are, do you want us? Would recording the session be okay then?
yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool,
go
cool,
ahead.
cool. If another person drops out, then we'll probably reschedule. But oh, that's your ear. Oh
Sorry.
Gwendolyn disappeared.
Sorry.
no, it's
Just,
late. No, it's late.
stretching it.
Yeah.
I confirmed we're level 5 in there. right now.
Okay, so let's get up to level 6. The reason I haven't leveled you up is because the haunted house adventure was 4 level 1 characters, and you are already level 4. So to keep with the pace of the book, I've had to stagger levels, but or repress levels. But going forward, you will be leveling up pretty much once or twice per module. So we got that to look forward to, which is nice. And hopefully you all know your characters really well since you've been playing level 4 and 5 for a year. So we got that going.
Hooray.
Cool, you all. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jimmy, for taking the helm here.
Hell
You did a
yeah.
great
Thanks,
job.
Jimmy.
Helm, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Boo.
But get ready for some briny, salty depths, y'all, because next week we're going back to salt mode.
I'm gonna drink seawater.
No, don't do that. Don't.
It's
Jimmy,
good
don't.
for
No,
you,
it's
I've
not.
heard.
Go crazy. Anyway, thank you very much. I think Gwendolyn's about to fall
Oh,
asleep.
Jesus.
So goodbye, everyone.
I'm
Good
Have
night.
a good
Goodbye.
weekend.
Good night.
Good night.
Good game, Jim.
Bye.
Good game. Good game.
Hell yeah.
Thanks.
Goodbye, y'all.
Bye.